Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that as we do every single day, and we do have a good program for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Animal House. Central Florida Zoo dropping by today.
Oh, yeah.
We'll also talk to Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia, and we'll end it up with You Heard It Here First. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my very lovely, very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show. And all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Get involved with our question of the day. Watch us do the show live. And if you want to send a talk back, like chime in on something we're talking about, that's easy as well. Grab the iHeartRadio app. Go straight to Real Radio and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. And we will get you on the air.
Turn you into a superstar.
How are you guys today? Everybody good?
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah. Is the eclipse affecting you at all? I mean, are you feeling a pull from the eclipse that is dominating the news that we don't get to see?
True story. I didn't know there was an eclipse until about 90 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I got to tell you.
And so I put it on the screen here.
You literally log on to any website. I looked at Deborah and I said, this thing is crushing the news today, and we aren't going to see not one beam of it.
No, it's like making an entire horseshoe around us. It's Iceland, Greenland,
Right.
Spain, Russia.
I'm reading all these great stories about all this wonderful experience the rest of the world's going to have.
Well, guess what? Our listeners get it as well because it's in our fourth box on our YouTube.
There you go.
I thought that was fake.
Yeah.
That's actually happening right now.
That's it.
Damn, really? That's great. That looks fake, dude.
Well, okay.
I mean, but look how perfectly orange that is, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is creepy, you guys, is not only do we have a partial solar eclipse, we also have the Perseid meteor shower tonight. We have a 6-planet alignment tonight, but there's nothing to see here.
Like a celestial Christmas.
It's like, hey, there's nothing biblical about this, y'all. Just relax.
Yeah. If you notice a bunch of frogs run.
Right.
Yeah. It's I like stuff like that.
That's cool.
Did you see the photograph making the rounds today of the guy who took the photograph of the Milky Way with his iPhone?
No.
Yeah, it looks like a telescope photograph, and it is straight up from his iPhone. I've never had an experience like that. I got to go out west, I guess, right? Are you gonna go out? You got to go out west, like in the Midwest, and be able to see those big. Because in Florida it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
We have all this haze.
No, we have a place in Kissimmee area that's considered.
We have a dark sky.
Yeah, that's it.
So again, you have to meet certain criteria for you to be designated a dark sky. Kissimmee Prairie State Preserve has been designated a dark sky park.
Tell them that.
So no, but a lot of astronomers and photographers will go and hang out there because you can see the Milky Way.
Now that's a party. Now that is a party. I don't care about the sky stuff. I just want to hang out with those people.
I mean, well, they have primitive camping. They have, I believe they have RV sites, but they have glamping.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
So they have glamping available there as well as primitive camping opportunities.
You don't have me as a primitive camping guy?
Me?
I didn't ask you.
Oh, wait. You're asking her if she has you as a primitive camping
You don't have me as a primitive camping guy?
I've only ever heard you speak of pooping in an RV. I've never heard you talk about putting an air mattress on the ground.
Mr. Fifth Wheel.
Yeah, Mr. Fifth Wheel.
You know what it took to spoil me of a primitive camping experience? Man, we were out in the Ocala National Forest with my whole crew, and the whole crew, I think the oldest one at the time was probably 10. 10, 11, 12 years old, whatever it was.
Oh, that's a good time.
And we're out there and we set up camp. I got to tell you, I love camping as much as I love anything in the world. I love it, right? And we're out there, got set up, tents are set up, everybody's set up. The kids had their own little tent right next to us with the opening was right there so they could have their own experience.
Flaps.
Oh, yeah. The whole 9 yards.
The window flaps.
Forage for firewood, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, yeah, good time.
And as we go a little exploring these trails, it's great. By the way, this is a wonderful little, out of the way campground up in the Ocala National Forest. It's really cool, by the way. You got a lake attached to it as well. And the guy next door to us is this old grizzled dude who looks like pretty much he gets his mail there, right? He goes, you guys prepping for the storm?
Oh, boy.
And I said, prepping for the storm? He goes, yeah, we're supposed to have a little cold front come through tonight. It's supposed to get a little gnarly. I go, really? He goes, you guys ready for it? And I go, well, I mean, buddy, listen, this is the first I've heard of this storm. I mean, how solid is this? He goes, I don't know, man. Weather guy says it's pretty solid. So, there's no iPhones at this time. You can't go on there and check out the
radar.
And even then, they're in the middle of the Ocala National Forest, even if you did have it. But let me tell you, about 1 o'clock that morning, it went from about your nice 61 degrees to about 40 degrees, pouring freezing rain so hard it actually collapsed our tents. We were in a giant Ford Excursion at the time, so we literally piled all the kids into the car, turned it on, and then instead of wrapping up our camping thing, we just literally unstaked the tent and just wrapped all of it into the tent in a big ball and threw it in the truck. That was a nightmare. Have not primitive camped since that day.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen the story recently of a woman who was sitting around a campfire with her kids when she had suffered several spider bites.
Oh, no, really?
Turned out they were several brown recluse.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I mean, there came a point where doctors, she had so many of those spider bites.
Yeah.
They gave her days to a month left to live.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Did it wind up killing her?
It didn't. She still needs like a liver transplant because, she had some underlying health issues. But man,
damn.
Just reading that alone, I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. A grill in the backyard, no spiders.
Let me ask the smartest audience in all of Central Florida radio a question.
You know it.
So do you guys have you guys seen an influx of bugs in your house? Roaches or spiders or anything like that?
Nope.
But let me tell you, we've had a weird thing happen. Not so much roaches. You can see a couple of those around whatever, right? But man, we have had more spider sightings in our house over the last 3 months than we've had ever, living in this house. We've been here 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And for some reason, just out of nowhere, we started finding spiders in our house. Now, it's not like a movie or anything, but you find one or two every other day. And we got some spooked spider people in the house.
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
They're not big spider fans.
They could be searching for water.
Yeah, that's what it says, but I didn't know if there was a certain season or something where spiders kind of are more active than other seasons or whatever, or if there's a certain weather anomaly. If it gets too hot, do they seek shade or whatever? I mean, I can't imagine there's a water shortage anywhere in this area.
Well,
I know that we've been a bit of a drought, but I mean,
a bit of a drought. It was one of the worst in the last 28 years. But yeah, it's a bit of a drought.
But what I'm saying is, a spider's not loaded up to the keg. It's a spider. I don't know how much water can a spider drink.
Well, enough that if it's searching for water and it has young, it may know that you're home because it probably can hear it or feel it, and is following it to the source.
It's eating the bugs. That's why you've had no bugs, because you have spiders.
And that's the problem I have. I have people in my house spooked by spiders, and they want the spiders gone, but we're like, well, it's like having a black snake around your house.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little creepy, but you understand the black snake has a specific goal, and it's to kill all the rodents around your house.
Unless you like the sound of rodents eating at your insulation or your wires.
People say rainy season is
really
what's causing you to see more activity in your
I was
house.
wondering if it was dry or wet. Which one was it?
And it's funny because we haven't had that steady summer rain that we usually get in the afternoons.
No.
We have either it is 135 degrees
it is right now,
or it's raining so hard it's rattling your slacks, which is what we had out the other day. But we just can't figure it out, and we're gonna have some people come out and check it out and see what we can do. We're gonna try to seal the house up first. We take that expanding foam stuff, the most magical stuff ever, until you get it on your hands.
That reminds me, I have to use it. I'll wear gloves.
Yeah, you need to wear gloves. Don't ever use that stuff without gloves. It is gnarly. It does not come off. I don't care what anybody says. You just have to wait for it to grind off.
Great.
It feels like a second skin that is doing no good for your body.
When you shed that outer layer, that's when you lose it.
Jack, we have a big event coming up this Saturday, my man.
Been working on it all morning. I am really excited about it because it's always exciting the final week before our annual poker tournament because we have more prizes coming in.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You have made a mistake, though.
What's that?
You have made one big mistake that we need to cover this afternoon before we move forward.
What's that?
I think there are too many prizes.
Yeah.
I think okay, so I've done this thing every time it's happened. Like, since the hitter. I've never in my life seen more prizes offered for one of our events. I have 2 full sheets of paper and I'm missing one.
Yes,
there's
a third.
11-point type. And I have 3 full sheets of prizes being given away. Everything from trips to Vegas to Our Basket, which is whiskey and cigars.
You don't even have that one on there yet. You don't have the City of Mount Dora's basket on there yet.
They're on the list.
Oh, they are on the list? Is the Black Cow ones on the list?
Yeah, Black
They're
Cow's
on there as well.
Life Imaging is giving a full body screening for you and a partner. That's an $8,000 value.
If you do get any of the Black Cow ones, you're going to want to bring a back belt. You know, those things that when you lift, you lift with your legs and not your back.
News Junkie is doing their standard News Junkie magnet collection.
Assorted magnet collection in a frame. So real quick on the Life Imaging, it's for a pair. We have 2 of them.
Wow.
One pair will be in the silent auction where the highest bidder by 10 o'clock that night will win that. The other one will be one of 5 raffle prizes.
Okay.
So if you just buy raffle tickets, you pick what box you want to, like what you're trying to win out of the main 5 prizes, and that can be one of them. And again, it's a huge value, and what a great gift.
My
what a great
husband
thing.
has marching instructions. That's the first place to go to get those couples scanned.
100%.
It's the one way to get me to the doctor.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood Basket, Tampa Bay Bucks tickets, a pair of lower bowl seats to an upcoming game this season.
Yep.
Orlando City tickets, Journey at the Kia Center tickets, Smashing Pumpkins at Benchmark International Arena tickets.
Indeed.
Luke Bryan at Mid-Florida Credit Union.
How about that?
Dinner and Comedy in Mount Dora, which is dinner at Pisces Rising and a show over at the Mount Dora Music Hall.
It's called 14 Sketches.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Wow, awesome. Backyard movie night package, which includes a 16-foot airtight air screen, a laser projection system for you and a crew to have a backyard party. Football season on the way.
So read the name on that, the company on that. They reached out to me today.
Premier Outdoor Movies.
Premier Outdoor Movies. They're coming to the event, and they're like, hey, we have this. We'd like to include it in the auction.
Dude, that is a badass setup right there. Not only do they get the blow-up screen, you get the laser projection, amplified sound system, 2.5 hours of movie time, and they will deliver, set it up, break it down, and take it away from you.
Yep.
With football season coming.
How about that?
Like college football season, all this other stuff. That's one page, guys.
Check out the Mountain Catering one.
Mountain Catering, a variety of 6 hand-dipped caramel gourmet apples, then covered with a variety of chocolates, candies, and nuts, all individually wrapped, plus 12 individually wrapped designer chocolate lollipops and 12 individually wrapped designer chocolate-covered Oreos.
So that's their second basket. The first one is also a chocolate fountain party. So if you have an event coming up and you want a chocolate fountain,
right?
Yeah.
It's for up to 250 people, by the way.
How about that?
Like, if you get married,
yeah.
Like, know somebody getting married.
Thank you, Mountain Catering.
And this is just one page. Universal Studios, Code Black IT, poker chip set, plus the trip to Vegas.
Yeah, he does this trip where it's a gift card for air flight, Airbnb, Uber gift card, so you can go anywhere you want with the trip. That'll be one of the raffle prizes. Also, Pyro Spot fireworks, gift cards for our players at the final table.
Simply amazing stuff, guys. And the reason we bring this up is this. We do something really unique with the poker tournament. We do have a few seats left over we hold back to auction off. Again, all of this money, 100% of the proceeds, goes straight to the mustard seed. And today is the last day of the auction where you can get an opportunity to not only get you in the poker tournament, but also get a friend to come with you as well for the casino pass.
Absolutely. And the link is on our website, realradio.fm/poker. The first auction ends at 5. And then there'll be a series of auctions ending between 5 and 7 p.m. There's 5 total seats. After today, no more auction. We're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
So where do you go to do that?
realradio.fm/poker. The link for the auction is right there.
Very nice. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Deb, got some news?
Tropical storm Cristobal forms in the central Atlantic. I guess that's how you pronounce that.
I think it's Cristobal.
I think so. I'm not really sure. An Orange County task force rejects some funding requests, and I found this to be really shocking, just who they said no to.
I just read that before we came on the air today, too. I'm kind of proud of them.
I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of them. And someone else I'm proud of is an Ohio City Council says, we had beaver first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're fighting back.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
I've had so many fights over beaver. All All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with Deb's News, and we'll continue on with the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Southbound lanes are blocked on Reinhardt Road, just south of County Road 46A. There's a crash getting cleared up there. There's an accident on US 192 westbound near State Road 535. The left turn lane's blocked. On I-4 westbound near Apopka Vineland Road, there's a crash getting cleared up around that area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the traffic center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Man, nobody knows it better than I do. Labor Day is coming, man. It's time to upgrade your grill game. Football season here. College football season's coming. Man, this is the time where you're outside grilling, having a great time. You need to head to Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have 14 local stores packed up with the best grilling brands out there. Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Weber, and Rectech, and Gosney. And they offer free assembly and local delivery, so you, my friends, can just sit back and relax while these guys do all the work. Load up on propane, pellets, charcoal, and rubs, injections, marinades. These guys have it all. Do that at Tools Ace Hardware today. Find your nearest store at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. It's Tools Ace, your local grilling place.
No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges, no monthly fees. iHeartRadio is different. It's 100% free. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
If your power bill is climbing and your pool pump's running nonstop, well, this might be a good time, and you might be a good candidate for Solar Source. Talking about solar energy, where Solar Source specializes in high-demand homes, helping you offset those rising electric costs. They have expert-designed solar solutions. And here's the difference. Solar Source has a large service department with manufacturer-recommended expertise, so they can service or fix any solar system, no matter who installed it. Over 75,000 units installed, 25-year industry-leading warranty, and zero pressure. Just real answers. Go to SolarSource.com. Find exclusive savings there. It's Solar Source. Lower bills, better performance, total peace of mind.
Multi-Room Mayhem 4, Florida's premier multi-day poker tournament, returns August 19th through the 31st at Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker. 2 locations, a $250,000 guaranteed prize pool with $50,000 to first. Start in Daytona Beach August 19th through 23rd. Then head to Orange City August 26th through the 31st. Buy in for just $250 and take your shot at summer's hottest poker event. Multi-Room Mayhem 4. Get your seat now.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Discover /Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails and a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
At Rental World, we've proudly served the Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators to stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete saws and more. For a limited time, Steel battery products are on sale to celebrate 100 years of Steel. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home, our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist. I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Training camp is open. The countdown to kickoff is on.
And it's time to get in the game.
iHeartRadio is the official home of the NFL Podcast Network.
We're obviously incredibly excited if you just want to talk about defense.
Get the insight before it's a headline with NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
Thank you to Sean McVay.
Chasing a fantasy title, the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast helps you draft like a genius.
And hopefully it helps you guys out the most.
This
is what football sounds like.
Download the iHeartRadio app, search NFL, and press play.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Yeah, Deb, you're absolutely right. There's a lot going on today. We got the eclipse, planetary alignment, got the peak of the Perseid meteor. Oh, I gotta go. I'm busy painting lamb's blood on the top of my door frame.
That's actually not a bad idea, my friend.
And here's another one. That lady says, "Hey, Jimmy, I live in the same area as you. Go out in your yard at night with a headlamp and look around. The eye shine will shock you. Thousands of spiders." Will come around. They will attach to your shoes. My response was, all caps, nope. Hard pass for your boy. I don't want spider shoes. I'm fine with just my Vans. It'll be fine. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack, and Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, does this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And as always, JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Tropical storm, how did you say it? Cristobal?
Yeah, it's Cristobal.
Cristobal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yesterday I said Cristobal.
That's it. That even sounds better. There you go.
Has formed in the subtropical Atlantic.
Put your thing on it.
Affecting only...
Put your thing on it.
Okay. Cristobal. Affecting only shipping lanes. Now, according to the National Hurricane Center in Miami, senior meteorologist John Cangialosi, sustained winds are 45 miles per hour, and it is moving east away from the U.S. at 25 miles per hour, but that's not the only good news.
So Cristobal is going to be a short-lived system. Actually, it's probably peaking now, and we're expecting it to just kind of weaken and probably dissipate around this time tomorrow. Not expected to affect lands and not expected to be around much longer.
Meanwhile, an area of disturbance in the central tropical Atlantic has an 80% chance of becoming the fourth named storm Dolly by the weekend. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say there can't be any way that a storm named Dolly could be anything other than sweet.
No, yeah. It's going to come in and sing us a sweet little song and then just move on. You're going to
wreck everything.
Oh no, it can't.
Oh,
It's too. I'm with Deb. It's too nice.
No. It's a top-heavy storm. It's going to cause some damage.
Let's hope from some wind shear, right? Tip it
Yeah.
over from the top.
Yeah.
All right, it's moving westward, followed by another wave with a 30% chance of formation. Nearly all of Florida is under a heat advisory again today as dangerous temperatures and high humidity settle over the Sunshine State. So yesterday we talked about 62 out of Florida's 67 counties. The National Weather Service has issued advisories. How many today out of 67 counties in Florida?
Well, yesterday it was 62, right?
Yeah.
65. Same. I'm picking that. Well, that's what I picked yesterday. 65.
65.
I'll go 64.
Points, Jack. 64 out of Florida's 67 counties. Covering about 95% of the state. Oh, I know. So, right now it is 95 degrees with a feel-like temperature of 106. Again, heat index values are expected to reach anywhere between 106 to 112 in many areas, including South Central and North Florida. The only counties not under a heat advisory today are in the Western Panhandle.
Now, I'm going to ask you something. I don't know if do you have the Amazon story?
It's my next
one.
one.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so because that's what leads me to worry, right?
Yeah,
Because when I saw this yesterday, it's like, you worry about these delivery drivers.
Yeah, insane, but they did not give they didn't say what caused it, but that's the first thing I thought.
I mean, I was thinking heart attack brought on. I mean,
right, yeah.
What happened?
An investigation is underway.
Just give us a second.
I know. An investigation is underway after a woman was found dead in Lake County. The sheriff's office says an Amazon delivery driver was found unresponsive and unconscious in her truck Monday on Clark Road in Fruitland Park. Now, she was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. There's no word on how she died, but again, yesterday was another one of those days where they'd issued a heat advisory until 8 p.m.
Yes.
I mean, and you just think if you have any kind of an 8-hour shift, depending on what kind of like water or weather breaks are built into that, depending on what age you are, your fitness level,
pre-existing situations.
I mean,
and aren't the Amazon vans, aren't they one of the few companies that actually AC those vans?
I think it depends on the truck that you drive. But then again, I don't know if it even matters if you're going in and out of cold, lifting heavy boxes, going through that heat and humidity. But like you, Jimmy, when I saw this story yesterday, my first thought was, I hope it wasn't the heat.
Man, that's the first thing I thought. It had to be the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Another story that we had kind of touched on yesterday, but didn't really have a lot of details. A man accused of killing a Good Samaritan is in custody in Orange County, and this is another one of those stories that makes you say, well, what the hell was he doing out in the first place?
Yeah.
Raul Lionel Vasquez was arrested for a shooting yesterday morning in Apopka. We had touched on this. The sheriff's office says a man and a woman were fighting inside of a car when it crashed at Plymouth Sorrento and West Ponkin roads, and then they continued fighting outside of the car. Deputies say Daryl Alexander Hill came to the woman's aid and was shot to death. Now, the part of the story that makes this super egregious is that witnesses reported seeing Hill, the Good Samaritan, running back to his vehicle with his arms in the air yelling, "Help me, help me." Because apparently the perpetrator of this, as he and this woman were fighting and Hill had tried to intervene, allegedly had gone back into his vehicle to get a shotgun.
Oh, no.
Before shooting the Good Samaritan.
Oh, my goodness, really?
So there's a lot more to this than he just thought. Because yesterday there were some questions legit what we had. Is this a stand your ground? Right? This couple is fighting. They don't know what this guy is coming up there for.
Right,
Did this other guy feel threatened? Not when you run back into your vehicle and get a shotgun, you're not.
And then you read these guys' priors and you're like wondering what the F is this guy even doing out? What is this guy doing out?
Because he's on probation.
This would have been the third time, I guess, that he actually pulled the trigger. 2 other times for brandishing a weapon.
Yeah.
Domestic violence charges already.
Wow.
Again, he was on probation.
And they waddled this idiot out for the perp walk. Let me tell you what, this guy.
He was smirking, wasn't he?
Douchebag immediately when this guy cleared that, when you can see his face, this kind of, I don't care, I'm a badass douchebag. This guy is going to get wasted in prison. It's going to be fun to hear about.
Well, Daryl Alexander Hill, unfortunately, leaves behind a wife and 3 children and was just said to be a really stand-up, wonderful kind of a guy. Vasquez is charged with second-degree murder.
Yep.
I mean, I can't see how they would be able to elevate those charges. I don't know if it matters with him going back to his vehicle. Probably not. But again, what was he doing out in the first place?
And the other thing, too, is I read that this guy's a really small dude. The dude who got shot was kind of a smaller guy. In other words, it would have offered no real physical intimidation because the guy who's the shooter is actually a relatively tall dude. As he was being walked out today by the two cops for the perp walk, I mean, he was 3 inches taller than both of them, as I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not. I know that doesn't really make any difference in the case, but you would think if you were really threatened by somebody, if this dude was like a 6'5" biker looking dude, you could go, okay, well, he'd had no idea. But apparently this guy was a relatively diminutive dude.
Well, either way, he went back to his vehicle to get that weapon, allegedly. All right, 2 dogs will be euthanized after they mauled a woman to death in Brevard County. Jody Cohen was attacked in a neighborhood on Blue Bonnet Drive. The dog's owner, Linda Cutler, was arrested and charged with manslaughter. A court order on Tuesday ordered the sheriff's office to euthanize the dogs quickly and humanely. However, a spokesperson with the DA's office says that likely won't happen until October.
Oh, really? Wow.
Cutler's case is still ongoing.
Unbelievable.
All right. Mayors, emergency managers, city officials from around the state are gathering in Hollywood this afternoon for the start of the 4-day Florida League of Cities annual conference. Let me tell you, that can be a good time. One key issue affecting all Floridians is the property tax amendment on November's ballot.
This would be a good opportunity for all of us to discuss the options that we have as city leaders and as communities so we can figure out how we're going to deal with this, whether it passes or whether it doesn't.
Fort Lauderdale Mayor Dean Trenchalis says his city could take a $17 million hit in 2027 alone if homestead tax exemptions are raised to $150,000, and that will affect almost every department, including parks, police, and fire rescue. People need to stop believing that schools, police, and fire rescue are automatically guaranteed to be funded. That is not the case. Other topics to be discussed include disaster readiness and recovery and data centers.
Saw a really interesting conversation about this on Reddit this morning with a ton of input from people in the area, and it was just really interesting to read the comments. I think people, the comments I read seemed to be like people have finally started reading this thing to see exactly what it is, and they're kind of souring on it quite a bit right now because now they understand exactly what you said. Some emergency management situations could be very bad, and of course in Florida we know that we can't not depend on that. I mean, it is one of those situations where it's almost every single year we know for a fact there's going to be something that these people are going to have to come through to help somebody out in some part of the state.
Well, and again, we've talked about this before. I mean, some sheriff's office departments might have an easier time being funded, but if you live in a small city that has their own police force, eventually they may have to be absorbed by the county. Well, the county isn't getting any more money than the city. It's just
this was written and put on the ballot before the budget office even had a chance to look at
100%.
It was rammed through so quickly, nobody really had time to review it. And now you find the people who stood behind it the biggest, being Governor Ron DeSantis and even our CFO Blaise Ngolia, kind of going, well,
this wasn't supported by many legislators at all going in, right? Because nobody knew anything about it.
Exactly. And then the reserve fund that had been part of the original language, that was taken out.
Right.
All right. Well, we had talked about this before the news started, but the Orlando Dreamers are facing a setback in their hopes of bringing Major League Baseball to Central Florida. A task force set up to recommend which projects to fund with Orange County tourism tax revenue met yesterday. The Tourist Development Tax Citizen Advisory Task Force.
That's a lot.
Woo! I need a break.
That is a lot.
Voted to support 12 projects, but they rejected a request by the Dreamers to use $1 billion for a new baseball stadium. The task force also rejected using over $500 million to expand the itty-bitty Orange County Convention Center. The projects that did get approved include a museum in Eatonville,
which is cool.
Very, very cool.
$50 million to that.
Yep. The Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts and a parking garage at Camping World Stadium.
Okay.
The county commission can accept or reject any of the task force recommendations.
Yeah, and by the way, the Dr. Phillips Center is getting a pretty good chunk of change, like $700 million. But when you look at what has happened for that place over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
8 years, 10 years, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it has become the focal point of the culture of this county and this city. So without question, and I mean, for them to pour money into that to create more theaters, parking garages, and better experiences, or even more enhanced experiences, I'm all for it.
Why not?
It is the shining jewel of our city of Orlando, in my opinion.
However, we are so close to making that Orange County Convention Center to be able to be seen from space.
Jack, your jokes do not land here.
I don't know. I think they kind of do.
If you could see it from the space station,
they will come.
That'll put us on the map.
Well, Will that get that convention that just left back? The home builders? All right.
No, might get the aliens, though.
All right, nearly 1.2 million Floridians have already cast ballots ahead of next Tuesday's primary election. According to the Florida Division of Elections, more than 865,000 vote-by-mail ballots have been returned, while nearly 328,000 people have voted at early voting sites. Republicans account for about 526,000 ballots cast so far, compared with nearly 501,000 Democrats. However, another 148,000 voters with no party affiliation have also participated in the election so far. Although, just like being outside of today's solar eclipse, it's like you look at your ballot as an NPA and you're like, wah, wah.
Judge, school board, judge,
school board. I hear you.
Judge, school board, judge, school.
That's all you get.
All right. Next, I bring you this little ditty. ICE agents may soon be wearing... Oh, no, you got this story?
No, go ahead. I just saw the story. I'm just shaking my head because I just like, what else, man?
Dude, right? When you read it, did you go, no, this cannot be real?
I thought it was fake.
It's got to be an onion story.
It seems like something that's just kind of made up.
Let's stop leaving Jack out of the story. Hey, Jack.
Again?
ICE agents may soon be wearing electric gloves capable of delivering painful shocks.
This tracks.
So it's a taser glove.
Yeah, this tracks.
The Department of Homeland
Security. It's a taser glove.
It is.
How can we do this more
inhumane and cruel? The Department of Homeland Security issued a notice this week saying ICE plans to spend $20 million on thousands of pairs of the electric gloves. The Kentucky company that makes the gloves say they offer, quote, a humane, low optics de-escalation solution for many situations, end quote, facing officers, and that they leave no burns, marks, or scars. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's for the same reason.
Nothing that'll get them convicted. No evidence.
No evidence. No evidence of abuse. So no abuse? No evidence of abuse.
Exactly.
Way different statement.
Yes, it is. The DHS contract says the electric gloves could be distributed as soon as next March.
So let me ask, just out of curiosity, is this specifically a law enforcement product? I mean, is it so that somebody created an electric glove no differently than someone created a taser? I mean,
again,
is that what it's for?
I have a real problem with them being called law enforcement because they don't go through anywhere near the training that our real law enforcement does. Mm-hmm. Our law enforcement is not allowed to wear masks. Our law enforcement has to wear a badge, a body-worn camera. So I hate when they're lumped together with real law enforcement officers because, no, our officers will carry a taser, but they're not wearing taser gloves.
I'm trying to figure out how much a glove is. I'm on the website of this plane. It's called the GLOVE. I'm sure they have a clever acronym for it, but I don't really know what it means. But it doesn't tell you how much they are.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, Buc-ee's and a Central Florida business are settling a lawsuit over, quote, knockoff beaver merchandise. Buc-ee's accused Prometheus Esoterica of using its branding in a way that could mislead customers. The oddity shop is now banned from using Buc-ee's trademarks or helping other businesses use the marks under the settlement. Prometheus Esoterica must destroy all items bearing the Buc-ee's logo and remove related ads. Oh, but they're not done there, folks. No. It's something Beaver Creek City Council members in Ohio say should have been done a long time ago. Adopting the beaver as the city's official mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Vice Mayor Zach Upton says he loves how the town came together after the national convenience store chain Buc-ee's sued local shop Beaver's Mini Mart over the use of a beaver in its logo. The damn shop has been there over 20 years.
Exactly.
I swear Buc-ee's is like, the Karen of convenience stores. Just that blonde bob with the big bump in the back.
Yeah.
So a GoFundMe page set up to help the business with its legal fight against Buc-ee's has raised over $60,000. However, officials say the mascot resolution is not associated with the federal trademark lawsuit between Buc-ee's and Beaver's Mini Mart. Let beavers go, right? Just let beavers be beavers.
The fact that you have to say Buc-ee's and beavers over and over again for a story.
Free the beaver.
Free the beaver.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we can always count on Jack for the timely slogan.
Free the beef.
And that concludes your JCS News.
Beaver fight.
407-917. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. That costs a lot, buddy. That is an extra charge.
It's an upsell.
It is an upsell. Actually, that's one of our prizes right here. It says upgraded beaver fight right here. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Real Music Weekends.
Our classic alternative.
Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Tracking a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms as we head through the rest of the evening. But boy, that heat is really the main story, not just today, but through the rest of the work week. Tomorrow and Friday, we are both going to be seeing temperatures in the mid and upper 90s all across the region, with more scattered storms on tap through the afternoon and evening. We dry out and turn those temperatures even warmer for the weekend ahead.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
And I know a little bit about building houses, a tiny bit. You know, I've done it a couple times with my house and my family. We've done this, and one thing we know for a fact is we learned you don't mess with electrical and you don't mess with plumbing, because when you're rebuilding a house and you're doing that, you need the total pros, because if you make a mistake there, it could cost you thousands of dollars. That's why I lean on my friends over at Modern Plumbing Industries. Anytime I have a plumbing issue at my house, it's a quick call to these guys. They send out my man Wyatt. Wyatt takes care of the work, and then off we go. They're awesome people. And when you don't have showers or flushing toilets or working sinks, your entire house comes to a stop. You guys know what it's like during hurricanes and stuff. It sucks. Get these guys on your property, man. Employee owned and been in business since 1975, and they do it all. All plumbing issues, gas, water heaters, everything you can throw at them, these guys can handle. And when you book your appointment, please mention the Jim Colbert Show. There's a $50 discount headed your way. You can call for 24-hour service. It's 407-327-6000, or find them online easily at modernpi.com.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Face it, your home is probably the biggest investment you're going to make. For most of us, our home is just that. So make sure you protect it, and you can add a layer of protection when you call my guy Raphael at We Paint Everything. Recently, Raphael and his crew came to my house, and over 3 days had my house repainted, the whole exterior done, but it's more than just a coat of paint. It started with the soft wash, then it was replacing rotted wood, then it was sealing up the home, then the paint hit the exterior of my home, and it looks great. I know I am protected for years to come thanks to our friends at We Paint Everything. But it's more than exterior, it's interior as well, whether it's your wall and ceiling baseboards, crown molding, door frames, garage floors, decking, fencing. We Paint Everything does just that. Online at wepainteverything.com. Call today for your free in-home consultation, 407-657-2000. Family-owned company. They'll treat you like family. Over 75 years of painting experience, based locally in Winter Park. Online at wepainteverything.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and nonstop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay!
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Heartburn. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing is worse than heartburn after a long day. When you're finally off the clock, dinner's done, feet kicked up, kids asleep, and boom, heartburn tries to steal the moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. The effervescent tablets start neutralizing acid in seconds, so you can sit back, relax, and unwind from your day. Next time heartburn hits,
Quick, Alka-Seltzer.
use as directed.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
What do you do, Colbert Crew?
What up, Bobby?
You know, your favorite tea bag in the village of Duval. And today we raise a beer to National Vinyl Record Day, which means I'm going to have to go to the store and pick up some new records.
All right.
And get yelled at for it because I'm spending money on stuff that's not worth it. Music is worth it. Have a good show, y'all.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much.
Well, it's worth it after you've paid your bills.
Tell them, Deb.
Buzzkill.
Man, we have a record player. We haven't played it in a while, man. I have a cool little setup at the house, but we have nowhere to set it up in this house. We lived out in Geneva, man. I had it set up. We used to listen to it all the time.
A couple years ago, for National Record Day when they released the Foo Fighters released their cover of Bee Gees songs called Hail Satan, but it's the DJs, for Dave DGs for Dave Grohl.
Oh yeah.
So they cover all the Bee Gees songs. It was a vinyl done by the Foo Fighters.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a gigantic Bee Gees fan. You know that, right?
And I had it sealed up.
Yeah.
Hadn't opened it. Then I was walking through the living room 2 days ago, and I see someone had it on the turntable opened up. I'm like, oh.
No!
Look at that.
They didn't ask you first?
No.
It was sealed in plastic and no one asked you to?
That is correct.
That sounds like it's...
So, and here's the deal.
Does that person still live indoors?
They do. They do. It was my lovely wife.
Oh, okay. Well,
which is the only thing that saved it, because if it was any one of the kids, it would have been a conversation. I'm like, this was not yours.
Right.
And at first I thought it was one of the kids, but my wife said she did it. I'm like, all right.
But were you saving it sealed up to try to for it to accrue value?
Yes. And then when I looked it up, I saw you could get it for $45, which I think is probably what I paid for it.
Right,
so I'm like, all right. And then I go, what's the point of having it if you're not going to listen to it? And so, sadly, she never got to listen to it because my turntable is Bluetooth, and you have to pair it to connect to the speaker. And she don't know how to do that.
Right. We use old wires at our place.
I was going to say, can you imagine this one pairing it with his Bluetooth?
Oh, no. Look, the only thing I think pairs with Bluetooth is like maybe a nice Chardonnay.
Definitely a white.
Yeah.
I heard a song the other day that I was like, damn, it's been forever since I've heard that song, but it reminded me of one of my favorite CDs. And it's like, well, I'd wonder where that CD is, but what's the point?
You don't have any.
I don't have anywhere to play it.
YouTube, here I come.
Exactly.
What was it?
Ashes to Ashes.
Ashes to Ashes.
David Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
Major Tom's a Junkie.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that's crazy.
So heard that. I was like, damn, I love some good David Bowie.
I think the last vinyl that I listened to, if I remember right, because I love, I got the Depeche Mode, the Violet album. I also have the 101, and I think it was Depeche Mode or Chris Stapleton. My wife has a double Chris Stapleton album, I guess, that he released. And we listened to that. Also, Alison Krauss and Robert Plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. It's like kind of, what is that? Not honky tonk. What is that?
No.
American folk?
Yeah, it's singer-songwriter, like Americana.
Americana, right. Yeah. But I love listening to my record player. It's one of those things like it's a Saturday afternoon, a little rainy.
Yeah.
You throw the record on, you let it go. I also have an old, because back in the day, they used to release compilation records.
Yes.
Do you guys remember that?
I used to buy them all. I had my I still have a K-Tel.
I was going to say, isn't that what K-Tel was always about?
It was kind of like that. Okay, the closest thing I can kind of recall it being close to now is, remember the, Jack will know this, I don't think Deb, you remember the Kids Bop series?
Yes.
So do you know what Kids Bop is?
Oh, yeah.
So
sorry, you guys.
Right?
I mean, I'm really sorry.
So they would release one of these Kids Bop albums like every year, and they would take the top 20 songs, and they would let kids rebuild the songs, and then take out any bad words or whatever, and it was actually very cool.
Very popular.
We loved the Kids Bop CDs. They were absolutely lifesavers for us because we liked those tunes, but some of the aspects of the songs we really didn't want to play for our younger kids. So it was out great. But I remember back in the day, my uncles used to get these records. It would be like an album, but it would be like popular songs all compiled onto one. Everything from Hot Chocolate to Kiss to ABBA to whatever. It was all on one album.
Yeah, I saved my money to buy one of those compilation albums at Shopko. Shopko, because it had the Police right after it had Foreigner on. So Waiting for a Girl Like You, and then came on Roxanne.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some good times.
Let me ask you guys something. I just saw a flashback on my Facebook page yesterday about a store that was in my hometown, and I don't ever remember seeing this anywhere else, but I know it was a chain. At any point in your lives, did you guys ever shop at a Pick and Save? Have you ever heard of Pick and Save?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've never seen or shopped at
We had a Pick and Save in Palatka that also had like a little diner connected to it. Like almost like not a Ruby Tuesdays. What's that thing we talk about all the time? Oh God, not Carriage House, but it's Holiday
Cooks?
House.
Yeah, Holiday House.
Holiday House. It was like a Holiday House kind of diner, and it was a big deal when we went to Pick and Save to shop, and then also got mashed potatoes to eat. It was the only time I would ever eat beef, because we never ate beef at my house. It was always pork or chicken or bacon or whatever, so we never had beef, not even hamburgers. So when we would go there and they had carved roast beef, dude, it was like eating like a king. But I don't remember ever seeing another Pick and Save.
It was just like Piggly Wigglies are big down here in the South.
Right.
Yeah, we had one in Green Bay.
Oh, really?
Yep. One Piggly Wiggly. Century was the name of our grocery store.
Traveling around, I remember visiting A&Ps. And
I grew up, we had an A&P.
Yeah, A&P, which stands for Atlantic Pacific, right? Because they were one of the first national grocery chains, I believe.
Yeah, their chain brand was Ann Price.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, so that was their store brand, was called Ann Price.
I would have never been old enough to recognize any of that, but I never been. And in Kroger, I never got to experience a Kroger.
No, not until I moved down here.
Yeah. And primarily, it was always just Winn-Dixie or Publix. Well, there's a place up there in my hometown called Pantry Pride, but I think it was a locally owned grocery store, because there was a guy that owned a bunch of convenience stores in our hometown, and I think that was his grocery store.
But we had Food Lion and Albertsons as well down here.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And Goodings. Don't forget Goodings.
Yeah.
Goodings was short-lived, though. Goodings was kind of gone by the mid-'90s, right?
Oh, that was the first gourmet grocery store that I remember.
Do you remember the biggest pain in the ass about shopping at Goodings?
No.
Brick floors.
Really?
Yeah, you'd push your cart through there, and it's like driving through Winter Park. It would rattle your eggs.
No, growing up, we had A&P, ShopRite,
ShopRite,
Grand Union.
I've never even heard of that.
Food Town, which was my first job. I was a cashier at Food Town.
Food Town, baby.
Yeah.
Which one had the which one of the stores that got in trouble for like
that was
the one that they would,
the red on the meat?
Yeah, they would put the spices on the meat and put it out there like a pre-spice, but what they're really saying is
it's old.
They're hiding the death.
Exactly.
Is what they're doing. It was Food something.
Food Lion.
Was it Food Lion that got in trouble for that?
Food Lion. Well, I know for using like red lights.
Yes.
I know they use red lights on them to kind of make it look better.
They would also put something like chemical on it to make it look super bright red. But I think with the chicken, one of the big problems they had is when the chicken started getting to that point where it was about to turn, they would cover it in seasoning and say, ready to barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't cut it open and smell.
No.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Animal House next. The Central Florida Zoo joins us right after this.
Real Radio wants to send you on your next vacation with Bert Kreischer. You and a guest could win a balcony cabin for 4 nights aboard Bert Kreischer's Fully Loaded at Sea. Download our free iHeartRadio app. Make Real Radio your #1 preset and click the contest page to enter. From Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Look out for a crash getting cleared up on I-4 westbound near Popka Vineland Road. There's an accident on US 192 westbound at State Road 535, blocking the left turn lane. I-4 is starting to get busy. Congestion starting to pile up through the city. You're going to get stuck westbound between World Drive and getting through that Champions Gate area. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
The Coke Zero Sugar 400 returns as the regular season finale at the World Center of Racing. It all comes down to Daytona. With championship dreams on the line, every lap and every position will matter. Drivers will battle in pure chaos, drama, and unforgettable action. Don't miss the Winn-Dixie 250 on August 28th and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 on August 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com or by calling 1-800-PIT-SHOP. Visit realradio.fm/contest for all the info and to find out how you can score free tickets.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Listen up, Orlando. The biggest Kia event of the summer is happening now at Greenway Kia. With 3 Central Florida locations, that's over 1,000 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. And when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle, giving you the maximum value possible. Plus, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. I can get you pre-approved in as little as 1 day, even if you're a first-time homebuyer. Get answers today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Free shouldn't come with a catch. With iHeartRadio, it doesn't. No monthly fees, no trial periods. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
AutoNation
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
When you need cash fast, there are some things you don't need.
Credit checks,
complicated forms,
a long wait. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with cash in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
What the hell's Angel listening to? Friday nights from 9 p.m. to midnight here on Real Radio is sponsored by DeBerry Family Music and Records.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay!
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to metamucil.com for more details.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a 4th-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, how's it on this hump day? Anyway, it's Lake Atlantic out there. There's nothing to report in the way of surf. Flat like a pancake. All the way through Tuesday, not a whole lot forecast. Toward the end of the weekend and beginning of the week, you might find some dribble at New Smyrna Beach Inlet. Coming off a low tide at 12:29 and coming up to a high tide at 6:56 p.m.
Nice.
That's it. Aloha.
Aloha, brother.
Bradshaw, that would be Ann Page, not Ann Price. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.
I have been corrected.
Well, shame on you.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. Jack is right over there, and Deb has Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
That thing is mugging you like
I
crazy
know.
right now. Look at it. It's like a little Godzilla
I
over
know.
there.
I was told he has one of the best smiles in the animal world. Animal House is brought to you each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with Glenn at the end of the segment. But now, please join me in welcoming back Emily Geist, Alyssa Job, and PT, the prehensile-tailed skink. Yay! Central Florida Zoo. That is one big... Can you call him a lizard?
Yeah, he's a lizard. So we have PT Cruiser. He's a prehensile-tailed skink, and he is the largest species of skink. So we have skinks in Florida, but they don't get nearly this big.
Yeah, he is a hog, dude. That thing is, what's it, 2 feet long?
Their average is about 32 inches long.
Yeah. That's crazy. And if you go to the website right now, JimCorbettLive.com, she's got him in a position where he's like kind of mugging the camera, and he looks pretty mean, dude. What's their disposition?
They're pretty gentle. They are herbivores, so he mostly likes to eat like flowers and leaves and things like that. Yeah,
Jimmy, how could he be mean when he wants to eat flowers?
His favorite flower is the hibiscus flowers.
Really? Does he make a tea? And
So they are pretty. I mean, for us specifically, he's very used to us, so he doesn't really mind much. But we always say that he looks like he's smiling.
Yeah, he does have a
with,
bit of a
the way
smile.
that his mouth is kind of shaped. So I think he's pretty friendly.
His head has a lot of snake kind of characteristics. Is that an accident, or is that just how he looks, or
Yeah, a lot.
Now he's mugging you. Like,
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
saying about my head? What are you saying?
A lot of skinks do kind of resemble snakes. Like they have that kind of triangle shaped
Yeah.
head and like their short legs and things. So his legs are actually a little bit longer than a lot of other skinks because he lives up in the trees. So he uses them to grab onto things and climb around. But we have a blue tongue skink at the zoo who, if he tucks his legs underneath him, he literally looks like a snake.
I was gonna say, if that thing was looking out from under like some leaves or whatever, and you could only see his head, there's no way in the world you'd guess that's a lizard. You'd immediately think that's a snake.
Yeah, especially with his long tail. Scientists think that it could be an adaptation to help them survive and help scare other animals away because a lot of animals are instinctively scared of snakes. So resembling snakes could help keep them safe.
Wow.
So, I mean, does he have a girlfriend at the Central Florida Zoo, or he's not part of your breeding program?
He does not have a girlfriend at the zoo, but we do have his parents at the zoo. His parents are Loki and Freya. They live in our herpetarium, so if you visit the zoo, you can actually see the two of them. And then we do have his sister as well, Valkyrie, who is kind of adjusting to education life currently. So
Yeah.
she's back behind the scenes.
Interesting. Let me ask you a silly, stupid question. All right. Will he recognize his family members? I mean, like, when they get together, do they seem like they know each other from that, or no?
Do they dap?
So they actually are one of the few species of lizards that live in familial groups.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Really?
so they have the ability to recognize other members of their group because they would be hanging out in the big group. Emily, you know the name of them as a group?
A circulus.
A circulus.
A circulus.
Yes.
Wow. So we've got a murder of crows and a circulus
Of
skinks?
Yes.
Or is that prehensile tail? Is that how you say it?
Yes, a prehensile-tailed skink.
Oh, now look.
he's
now
making the move on Jack.
He's making the move.
Dear Lord, please let this thing jump on Jack and watch him just pee right into his boots. Please, God, make it happen.
I just love the way that PT's like, do you like this side? Do you like this side? I think this is my better
He
side.
knows his good side.
He does.
He's like Olin Mills right now. He's very active when Jack came in, though. Is there a certain color or something or movement that they're attracted to?
He does look a little like a hibiscus.
I know of.
Oh, they're saying Jack looks like a flower.
Yeah, because he hasn't moved since you guys have been in the studio. And then when Jack walked in, all of a sudden he's...
Wow, he's seriously going after Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
He is also a very curious lizard.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes even like when we come up around him, he'll just kind of look around and try and
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out what's happening and who's coming by.
Is there a command you can give to make him tail whip Jack's phone right out of his hand? No?
We do not know.
Yeah.
No, there's no attack.
No, he's not trained that way.
So, average lifespan?
So these guys can live 25 to 30 years generally. His
Whoa.
parents, though, are actually 36 years old.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. And they just had their most recent baby, his sister, about 2 years ago. So they are still
they're
super
getting it.
active.
Still getting it.
And PT's over there. What about me?
He's about 16 years old. So
Wow.
there is quite a big age gap between him and his sister.
So, I mean, another stupid question. I mean, it seems like at 16 years old, he obviously is sexually mature. But when does that happen? When do they start seeking out mates?
It's not gonna. I mean, his sister is around the age right now that she could potentially, if we find the need to, but it depends. With the larger lizards, it's going to take a little bit more time.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah. But it shouldn't take very, very long for them because they develop very quickly.
Yeah, and they have 1, 2. I mean, how?
They normally have 1, and their gestation period is pretty long too. It's like 7 or 8 months.
Oh wow, really?
Because the babies are born about 1/3 of the mom's body weight. So kind of as a comparison, if a woman was like 150 pounds, that would be a 50-pound baby.
Oh yeah, that thing's coming out playing.
Which is like a 7-year-old child
It's like
coming out of you.
It's walking out playing pickleball.
Yeah,
this thing
walking
is
out
great.
to its first day of school.
Yeah, so they generally have 1. In rare cases, there can be 2, and then they take about 1.5 years off before having another one.
Really?
Well, I can imagine why.
Now, I know that's not the blue tongue skink, but we just had a texter text in and said one of the worst bites he ever got in his life was from a blue tongue skink. Is this also, is the bite pressure there when it needs to be?
My guess would be that a blue tongue skink would have a stronger bite force because
really?
their favorite foods are snails.
Oh,
so they
okay,
can crack
yeah.
open shells.
Wow.
So I definitely wouldn't want to be bitten by a prehensile-tailed skink because even though they eat plants, they have to grind up all of that plant matter. So they've got some sharp teeth, they've got a strong jaw. But if I were to guess, I would think that the blue tongue would be worse.
Well, thank you for, because I was thinking it would be the same bite force, but now when you point out that they eat different things. So is PT Cruiser here one of your ambassador animals that when folks visit the zoo, they can actually get up close and personal with?
Yeah, he usually is going to be on our educational programs, but sometimes our ambassador keepers will take him out into the zoo as a special little treat. So if your kids did want to meet a prehensile-tailed skink, that they would have to come to one of our programs.
That's very cool.
I love how he's just hanging out with Jack. He's just like...
Let me ask you two a question, all right? Not when you guys date, right? Because I mean, you guys are when you guys date. Do you need your boyfriends or prospective boyfriends to also be into animals and stuff? I mean, is that a prerequisite for you guys?
I think if you don't like animals, then we will not get along. You wouldn't even be a possibility for me.
But I mean, like not liking them is one thing, but like you guys are like into them more than like I like animals too, but I don't work at a zoo. But I mean, do you need them to kind of feel that same vibe? No, okay, good. I just didn't know, man.
I just need to be able to share fun facts and then want to listen to them.
Right
If you
on.
can listen to me talk about snakes and lizards and stuff, then that's fine.
Is this the focus in the zoo world that you guys both like? I mean, you guys have plenty of animals there, everything from cats to giraffes to hippos or whatever the case may be. But are you guys particularly attracted to this type of animal?
I'm actually a mammal person, believe it or not, because most of the animals I work with are reptiles. And I always say that my favorite animals to educate about are like the invertebrates and the snakes because people are commonly scared of them or at least like wary of them. But honestly, I'm a mammal person. My favorite animals are giraffe and fossa. But the education side of things is really where my passion lies.
How about you?
I am a huge tiger person, so I love the cats, but I'm also a very big fan of snakes. So anytime I get a chance, I love talking to people about snakes.
Wow.
I love taking them out because I feel like that's an animal that people, like you said, are mostly scared of.
Yeah, and they're interested in too.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the lore
And
behind
they're
them.
necessary.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. They
They're
are
so
necessary. They're so important. I mean, when you look at the indigo snake, right? I mean, that's one of our
beautiful.
keystone species here in Florida. So they're beautiful and they're non-venomous. And like Jimmy was mentioning earlier, when you have was it the black snake?
Yeah,
or
just
the-
a black snake around your property or whatever.
you know you're not going to have a rodent issue. So real quick before we let you guys go, I know even though kids are back in school, the Central Florida Zoo has a really cool offer for families in August.
Yes. So throughout all of August, kids can come in free with the purchase of an adult ticket. So definitely still reason to come because that does include weekends. It's the whole month long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
which,
awesome.
Which is great. Also, they're going to have more Sunset at the Zoo events coming up, and that is on the 4th Friday of the month.
Yes. So August 28th and September 28th, we have our Sunset at the Zoo. So this month in August, we are celebrating Native American and Alaska Native heritage. And then in September, we're celebrating Hispanic heritage. So we have like story times. We'll bring animals out.
Food trucks.
Yeah, food trucks, extra keeper chats, and you just get to walk around the zoo at sunset time when a lot of the animals are really active.
And I hear during that when they let one black mamba go, and then you find it and you win a free
very
Coke.
special prize. It's a very special trip in a van to a hospital.
Exactly. You get to live.
Yeah.
And then lastly, speaking of indigo snakes, you've got the red, white, and indigo celebrating Wild America, and that's going to be coming up pretty soon, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of really good food. I've heard brisket is going to make an appearance, as well as hot dogs and hamburgers. But there are going to be a lot of keeper chats, and it's just going to be a really fun time for the family to get out and have some fun in the sun. And then on top of that, we've also, like we mentioned, have our homeschool programs coming up, and they run every single month. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then homeschool family workshops on Wednesdays for the whole family.
And you guys are crushing it over there. It's so cool to hear that these camps fill up so fast. Your homeschool program is growing like crazy right now. It's just very cool. You guys are such a giant part of our community, and we love the fact that you take some time to come in here and hang out with us occasionally. We really do.
Thank you for having us.
We love coming.
Awesome. Well, put your hands together for Emily, Alyssa, and PT Cruiser. Yay! I'll be posting the Animal House podcast in just the next couple of minutes, just in case anybody missed any of the interesting facts about PT Cruiser. In the meantime, Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, it could be a car, truck, motorcycle, even a slip and fall, you need to call Glenn, because Glenn is going to handle your case. He's not going to pass you off to some caseworker. In fact, Glenn is going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He truly is an animal lover and truly is a friend of the show. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMANlaw.com.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, girls. Always good seeing you. Drive safe.
You too.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Our buddy Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel is next. Hang loose here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
I would like to see Ryan's. I would like to see your sperm race, Ryan.
Okay.
Do you think do you think they swim fast? Do you think that you got good, fast swimmers?
I hope they all just stop and they're like, "We're good."
Smoke a cigarette.
This seems unnecessary.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Right lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound at Princeton Street. That's causing some stop and go. Westbound near Darrell Carter Parkway, there's a crash off to the shoulder, starting to slow traffic down. Look out for an accident reported westbound on I-4 near Apopka Vineland Road. The roadways are starting to get busy. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy, Don.
With That Mortgage Guy, Don.com.
Are you ready to fall in love with your career again? Want to be part of the #1 real estate team in all of Central Florida? If you're looking for more opportunities, more support, and more success, it's time to join the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. With the Nickley Group, you'll get the coaching, resources, and team environment you need to grow your business. Take your career to the next level. Go to thenickley.com and click on the Join Our Team button or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
You bought a sofa you didn't have to assemble, a suit someone measured just for you, and now you're taking a guy's trip that actually matters. You've upgraded a few things in life, so why are you still running with rough nicotine pouches? On Plus nicotine pouches with Nico Silk Mesh. No corners, no rough edges, just the softest pouch on the planet. You've evolved, and this is what's next. On Plus nicotine pouches.
Not all varieties available in all geographies. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Have no fear, RC Hill is here with my super solution sale. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand and 6 grand more for your trade at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Trade like a superhero. Get up to $6,000 overbook value for any trade. 6 grand more. And your new vehicle is invincible with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Stuck in a web of bad credit? I've got your super solution. If you got a job and a dime, you ride every vehicle 1 dime down. Defeat high interest rates with 0% financing for 72 months. 0%. Acres of new Mitsubishis with a multiverse of used cars, all makes, all models. Get up to 6 grand more for your trade. 0% for 72 months. And Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. Grab a dime and swing on over to my Super Solution Sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4, rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Plus tax and tag to qualified buyers. See dealer for terms.
Your loan is important to us. Please hold. You could be approved in days.
Not at Emscott. Just walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info, and walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Emscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and nonstop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay!
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Our call with Scott Maxwell is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. You know, it's not just home loans. That Mortgage Guy Don also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans too. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, That Mortgage Guy Don has your back with over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. You can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Tell me why Traffic Man James Birmingham sounds like someone messed up trying to clone Jack Bradshaw, but they ended up with a knockoff Fritz on the street. Don't want to offend anybody, but
Too late,
I
buddy.
always think that.
Too late, kid. You have professionally offended someone. Congratulations.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
Every Wednesday around this time, we invite our good friend to drop by from the Orlando Sentinel. He is a columnist over there. Let me say, a celebrated.
Oh, award-winning.
Award-winning. And don't you make a noise yet. Not a peep.
Who could you possibly be talking about?
You know, Deb, this guy has been called the Guardian of Orlando. They did that when he was a Jeopardy answer.
Wow.
Something I will never get over. Matter of fact, we're just going to do a segment next week.
You should get over it because you're not going to beat it.
Never going to beat it. You guys give it up good and loud for Scott Maxwell.
Yay!
Sweet heat.
Sweet heat indeed.
Truth Dragon.
I like when you are playing a guessing game of guess which columnist at the Sentinel I'm talking about. It's like guessing which member of the Four Tops is still alive.
Let me see which
it's me or
columnist.
Mike Bianchi, right?
Let me go to the directory real quick and find out who it is.
Yeah.
How's it going, buddy? How's things?
I appreciate that. They're going well. I hope you guys enjoyed your time off.
Yeah, we did, man. It was really nice. Went over to the beach for a couple of days. I don't know. These guys kind of hung out. Jack, what did you do? I
worked every day.
Yeah, Jack worked every day. It was great. Absolutely wonderful.
I was up at the North Carolina coast as well, and it was this was actually a delayed memorial for my father,
right,
who passed away. And it was really nice. We had 18 of us in one house, basically an invitation for a COVID super spreader event. And we dispersed my father's ashes in the marshes of the beach, which is where both his mother and his father there were laid to rest. And it was very nice. It was a little unfortunate when the winds whipped up. And both my brother and I got some dad up our nose. But fortunately,
guess what? He did that.
Your dad did that.
But you know what? Everybody in the family has a good sense of humor. Dad was laughing too. It was a mess.
Well, you did it on accident. Keith Richards did it on purpose. So.
That's right. So, but it was a nice service. It was basically this very solemn thing followed by a bit of a you know what show.
Yeah. A big old Bourbon S show. Is that what it was? Yeah. Well, I saw the column today, and I know that Deb had this other thing in the news that I know you want to talk about because you're right. I mean, I don't know how long you've been waiting for the city commission to stand up to the convention center, but my God, it finally happened. They finally mustered up a no for some people who have had their hand out for quite a while. We'll get to that in a second, but first things first. So I read the column today, and I think I read a teaser about this yesterday, maybe, that Joel Greenberg, our buddy Joel Greenberg, is looking for a pardon.
Yes, Joel Greenberg. I think you could argue Seminole County's most infamous political criminal, anyway, maybe a criminal, who's in prison at a low security facility in Miami. I think he's on year, basically, it's like 6 or 7 out of 11. He thinks he's done enough time for this. And just for a refresher for your listeners who may not remember, or who are maybe not here, this is not a politician who was convicted on some like typical political crime of like maybe misusing a few bucks. This guy was originally indicted on 33 federal charges that range from sex trafficking of a minor to stalking a political rival to embezzling and fraud of public money. This was a ton of stuff.
This guy's a one-person crime family.
It was. That's right.
It was just like when you read charges, like when I read some of the ones you had today, when you read those charges, like this sounds like a group of people doing stuff, not just one person.
Like a syndicate. You're right.
But exactly.
It was a syndicate operating out of the Seminole County Tax Collector's Office. And one of the things I just thought was worth reminding people was that this guy already got a heck of a deal, arguably, that he was originally looking at not a lifetime behind bars, but multiple lifetimes behind bars if he'd been convicted on all these counts. The feds ultimately let him plead to six crimes and only take 11 years, even though 6 crimes had about a half-century maximum penalty. So he got whittled, from hundreds of years that could have been 50 years, and he got 11 years, and now he's done like 6 or 7. He goes, I think I've paid enough of a price.
And he cooperated, and if I remember right, when he cooperated, didn't it result in the arrest of, was it 2 other or just 1 other person?
There were at least 2 other people, who were actually, I think there may have been more than that, but yes, I get all my Seminole County crimes mixed up, but yes, there was, and also actually the reason this got a lot of national attention was there was at least speculation that the cooperation was supposed to involve Matt Gaetz,
yes,
who you may remember was like found coming into the tax collector after hours, looking up like licenses of, I mean, there was some strange stuff. Gaetz was never charged with any of that stuff, but others were. But yes, he cooperated. But the interesting thing about Joel is, aside from just saying thinking he's done his time, serving 6 or 7 of the 100 or so years he could have done, his rationale is basically like, I helped Donald Trump. And I worked to get him elected, and I've been a loyal soldier in the MAGA movement, and that should be reason enough. And I got to tell you, that would seem nuts to most people as a reason for justice, but there's some evidence that's how it's been working for the last few years.
And I got to tell you, man, I got to tell you, on both sides of the aisle, there's no question that pardon thing is so bizarre, man. When you start looking at some of the stuff that people pardon from the Clintons, and even Biden pardoning a guy who executed 2 federal agents on an Indian reservation, and then you look at the fraud that has been pardoned by Trump in just the last year, it has been crazy. This Chinese finance guy that $2 billion in fraud, another guy $450 million in fraud, and if you look, and the other crazy thing is, it seems to happen right after pretty massive donations.
Absolutely. And I would say that I mentioned in the piece, in my piece today, that like Bill Clinton made all sorts of headlines for Whitewater. I mean, for all of the people, for pardoning those people on his way out the door. But the sort of a common theme has often been that powerful people, and I mentioned another guy in my column, local, Joe Lewis. Yeah. He's the billionaire who owns Tavistock. He pled guilty to securities fraud. It was basically insider trading. Once again, I went back and looked. The original charges carried I think up to 3 decades behind bar. He already got a hell of a sweetheart deal. He had no time in prison, had to pay restitution, and basically was put on probation. But then Trump pardoned him, giving him a full and complete pardon from even that whittled down punishment. And that's, I think, one of the things we've seen with Trump in the past sort of 2 years is that while lots of politicians have done this past, he's turned it into a turnstile, man.
Yeah, it is. When you read it, it is kind of crazy. By the way, for people who don't know who Joe Lewis is, Tavistock might not hit you, but he's also the guy who owns Lake Nona Country Club and Isleworth, 2 of the most premier neighborhoods in the entire Central Florida area.
The football league over in Europe.
Yeah, so he's painfully rich. Painfully wealthy.
And I think in their private moments, even a lot of conservatives would say that this has been nuts because Trump has pardoned some weird people like George Santos, who in the United States of America was craving for George Santos to get a presidential pardon. Or if you go back further, he pardoned Rod Blagojevich, who was a very corrupt Democratic, I might argue, a politician out of Illinois. So
he also pardoned the other, didn't he? Robert, another politician who he pardoned him, I guess, because he didn't want him to run again. And then dude ran immediately, filed to run again. Robert Herrera or something like that. There's another case.
I forgot about that. Then, of course, and then there's been just his close political operatives he's pardoned, like Roger Stone or Michael Flynn.
Peter Navarro.
And going back and I got to say, I would have thought this is laughable, but I would have thought it was laughable if you told me George Santos might stand to get a pardon, because why?
Kodak Black.
What would be the point?
He pardoned Kodak Black.
I went
and then Kodak Black got arrested 10 days later or something. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. And he was, seriously, there was no redeeming value at all to George Santos. I don't get that. But one of the things I decided to do was I went back and talked to one of Joel's victims, because a lot of people remember all the things I just mentioned, like the sex trafficking charge, the embezzlement. But a lot of people forget the very first charge Joel got racked up on was there was a guy, this really innocent guy, a school teacher at Trinity Prep who decided he wanted to run against Joel Greenberg as for tax collector. I mean, this guy had no really experience in politics. He was just like, this guy looks like a bad guy. I think I can bring some integrity to the office. Joel put together an anonymous smear campaign accusing this teacher of having sexual relations with students.
Yeah.
He got suspended from his job because what are you going to do? If you're running a school and you get an accusation
right, you got to get him out
from a student, they have to do this. I mean, that was one of the 6 charges to which he ultimately pled. And I got to tell you, that guy, his name's Brian Butte. When I'm talking to him, he said, you know what? Nobody's given me or my family a pardon. You know, I'm still dealing with the consequences from this malicious, bogus slander nearly a decade later. So he doesn't think much of Joel thinking that his 6 or 7 years is time enough.
Yeah, 100%. Let's talk about the commission and the approval of some of the money that's going to be headed out in the next year or so.
Yeah.
And I found it kind of interesting. I was talking to Deb a little bit earlier. She had it in news, $50 million for the Eatonville Museum. We love that. But we also love money for the Dr. Phillips Center. I was saying, my thing is like, it's a bunch of money, but I think the Dr. Phillips Center has become like the epicenter of culture in our city. And in my opinion, you can't make that bigger or better enough for me. I don't know about how you feel about that.
Nice. I love the Dr. Phillips Center, and I think they should get more money. I was a little bit of sticker shock by their asking amount was, I think, $750 million, which is
$756. Yeah.
Well, once upon a time, you would have been able to build a city for that, and that's just an expansion there. But yeah, what we saw in this vote, and it was really historic. I'm going to be writing about it for Sunday. Was this task force that the mayor Jerry Demings, the county mayor, put together? They said no to the convention center. They said no to once again expanding a building that's already 7 million square feet. And what they focused on was what you're talking about, projects that actually benefit this community some. There were things like arts groups, like smaller ones, not just the Dr. Phillips, Eatonville, Camping World, some things going on out there. But they basically focused on things that they thought residents here could enjoy. That was a big stand up to the hotelier community. And when the final vote went down, it was something like 28-2. And the only 2 people who voted against it were the Central Florida Hotel and Lodging Association rep, which is not a real good look on them.
Right.
And the representative of the Orlando Hilton, which is the hotel attached to the convention center. So it shows you, there were financial motives. Everybody else said, no, you know what?
Right. Enough.
We've had enough. We need to start spread. And the other thing they did after that was they took another 28-2 or 27-2 vote to say, enough playing games with this. We want to make a serious effort to go to Tallahassee and change the law, because we shouldn't have to always vote on whether to spend on a convention center or a football stadium or an art stadium. We should be able to spend it on
mass
transportation.
transit. Yeah.
Rail, any of these things that local taxpayers otherwise have to pay for. This was an overwhelming vote to buck the status quo.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about the canopy in that, but is that canopy already funded? Because I just read that that's starting construction soon for the canopy. Is that thing they're putting under I-4 downtown, like by the Kia Center?
I am I'm going to go with 6.4% sure that there's none of that money, none of this money, hotel tax money going toward that. That's a city project funded entirely that way last I checked.
Yeah, gotcha. I did not know the answer to that because I had no idea, where it wasn't mentioned in that, but I did not know. I don't know what the dollar value of that is either, so...
Well, yeah, and I got to tell you, talk about dollar value. That was another thing that this group finally paid attention to, and it was something I wrote about. And I said, start looking at return on investment. The convention center was asking for $500 million in exchange for bringing another 150,000 people a year to this community. Maybe 150,000 people sounds like a lot if you're in Sheboygan or, something like that. But we have 77 million people that come here. You're talking about spending $500 million tax dollars to increase the visitation count here by 0.02%. That's a pretty sorry ROI.
That would be that would literally be adding 1 day for the parks. That's exactly what it is, right? Because I think both of them hold like 50 or 60,000.
Less than 1 day for some of the parts. It's like a good couple of days at SeaWorld. Forget, but Magic Kingdom by far, yes. If you think that's worth $500 million, what should we be giving Universal? Like $20 billion of our tax dollars? Don't give them any ideas. They'll laugh.
Hey, did you have a heads up that's how the vote was going to go, or were you shocked by this?
I was shocked by this.
Were you really?
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was growing resentment. I knew the public. God bless the public, man. These people, members of the public, churches came together and said, "You have a moral obligation to stop wasting this money." And they would sit in the audience and wait 3 hours to get their 1 minute speaking time to say, "Stop trying to raise taxes on people who live here while you're blowing this money on these projects." And I sensed the public sentiment was changing, but I didn't think it would be that overwhelming.
Scott, does the fact that this is Jerry Demings lame duck, like he's on his way out, play into this at all? At not concerned?
Absolutely.
Yeah, great question.
Okay, yeah.
You know what, you guys, we're all about the same age. Do you remember the movie Brewster's Millions?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Richard Pryor had to spend $30 million in a certain period of time, and he would get another.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in case you weren't watching the movie or familiar with it, the premise is that idea is stupid to try to rush through spending that much money. But this looked like Demings Billions to me. This was his way out the door, and he was trying to lock up, $1 billion, basically to, make sure it wasn't available for other things. To his credit, he told the newspaper today he's not going to try to resurrect the convention center expansion plan, that he heard the citizens loud and clear. And I hope we elect people, which starts next Tuesday, who are going to push for more of this money to be used in local ways.
Hey, interestingly, have we heard what Jerry Demings has planned after his tenure as mayor? Has he talked about his political aspirations? I mean, he seems like a guy that maybe be a good run for governor.
He was running for governor, and he backed out because of his cancer diagnosis.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been the only.
Right.
I think he would have lost to the primary, but he was the only serious contender to David Jolly in the Democratic primary, and frankly would have had. I mean, David Jolly had most of the money, but Jerry Demings would have had the tourism community, which is deep pocketed.
Yeah, for sure. Always good seeing you, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys. Always appreciate it.
Give it up good enough for Scott Maxwell. I see your bourbon selection in the back is kind of dwindling a bit, buddy. Have you been tipping it?
Oh, what's up?
Yes, I have. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes the obvious answer is the right one.
All right, buddy. We'll see you soon. Take care. And there he is, Scott Maxwell. Read his columns every single Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday right there in the pages of the Orlando Sentinel. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
At Real Radio, we celebrate the weird and wonderful moments that are guaranteed human. Send us a talk back on the iHeartRadio app and show us what you got.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday night forecast. It is hot and it is humid out there. We will still be tracking a couple of very spotty showers and thunderstorms through the rest of the evening. But overall, the heat is the main story, and that heat is only going to go up. Taking a look at the end of the work week and the start of the weekend. More scattered storms will start to pick up both Thursday and Friday afternoon, but then we should be drying out for the weekend ahead.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Singh. Orange County deserves a clerk's office that puts people first, better customer service, modern technology, and easier access to service you rely on every day. I'm Rick Singh, and I bring a proven track record, 5-star reviews back to the clerk's office. I respectfully ask for your vote.
because experience matters. On August 18th, vote Rick Singh for Orange County Clerk of Court.
Political advertisement paid for and approved by Rick Singh, Democrat, for Orange County Clerk of Court.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs, and the whole process was fast. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
There once was a magic. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Did you know that Budweiser has donated over $33 million to Folds of Honor, supporting families of fallen and injured military members and first responders? As Budweiser celebrates 150 years, Daytona Beverages is proud to continue that mission with the Folds of Honor Local Heroes Challenge. This summer, every Budweiser and Bud Light sold helps fund scholarships right here at home. So at the beach, on the boat, or at the grill, choose Bud or Bud Light and raise one for our local heroes. Daytona Beverages, locally owned and operated in Volusia County.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay, yay!
Heartburn. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing is worse than heartburn after a long day. When you're finally off the clock, dinner's done, feet kicked up, kids asleep, and boom, heartburn tries to steal the moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. The effervescent tablets start neutralizing acid in seconds, so you can sit back, relax, and unwind from your day. Next time heartburn hits,
quick, Alka-Seltzer.
Use as directed.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleegroup.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show, already in progress.
Jim Bob and crew, what's up? Love you guys. Hey, man.
Thanks, buddy.
I am a meat cutter that's been working at the local grocery store for about 15 years now.
Love it.
And the practice of seasoning up some meats to make them look nice to sell them before they go out is still a thing, especially beef. If there's a couple brown spots on that beef, man, we'll call it chimichurri steak, whatever you want to call it. It's still good. It just don't look too friendly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So thank you, Jimmy, for bringing up Saturday. Couple of questions. If you have the raffle tickets, are you supposed to wait until the end for the number to be called? And if you leave, you lose. And I know the doors open at 6, but what time are you guys taking the pictures? 5? Starting at 5? 5:30? Thanks, Jack. Let me know. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Big Poker Tournament coming up this weekend. One of our biggest events. One of the few events you can actually see every single show in the same room.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I believe it
By
is
law.
the only event.
Yeah,
we do
yeah.
some stuff in Mount Dora, but the shows are usually in different spaces,
Yeah.
or they're leaving when we're coming in, so it's a kind of different experience.
It's a multiverse thing. We're only allowed to do it once a year.
Yeah, right. The Infinity.
Yeah.
So and it's amazing. I mean, Jack brought in the list of prizes today, and we actually the auctions. What's the deal with the auctions right now?
The next seat ends in 12 minutes, and then 30 minutes after that, and we have our last, I think it's 5 seats, and between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
Right.
RealRadio.fm/poker. The link, I posted it right at the top of the page, so you can go right through to the auction page. Good luck. And if you win that auction, you play in the tournament, but you get a casino guest pass, so you can bring someone and they can play the casino games until you get knocked out of the tournament by Jimmy.
Yeah. And when you play the casino games, the cool thing is, a lot of times, that's where the most fun's happen. I mean, I remember multiple times that we've been playing the tournament, last 3 tables or whatever, and we're sitting there playing the tournament, but the casino is going crazy. Like, the craps table is losing its mind.
You got what a great time to learn craps.
Yeah,
where
right.
it's not real money, but you are winning something, because craps, blackjack, and roulette, when you bet and you win, you convert that to a casino raffle ticket.
Yeah.
And we have casino raffle prizes as well, so you could end up winning something.
Yeah, a good friend, Leon Mills, also providing a couple drinks for the night.
Hey, man, Leon is so awesome.
Yeah,
We
the
love
greatest.
Mills Air and
greatest.
them and our friends at City Beverage. We have a free Stella Artois for everyone who comes 21 and over. Everyone who's 21 and over who comes gets a free beer.
That's right. Priming the old pump there. Mountain Catering's coming through with a chocolate fountain that you can bid on. They also have a gift basket that includes stuff, like caramel apples and special chocolates and all kinds of cool stuff.
You know what that is?
I don't.
Ryan Holmes' mom.
Is it really?
And she is wonderful.
Yeah, I hear she's the greatest.
She is the greatest.
Yeah. I met her at the event, at the Monster event. We just went out to a couple weeks ago. She was out front.
Yeah.
And I got to say hey to her. I think it was one of the first or second time I've ever met her.
Yeah.
She had more of a crowd than Ryan did.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Deservedly so. And she'll be playing in our tournament as well.
Yeah, Life Imaging is donating a heart scan and full body screening for you and a partner. Jim Colbert Show is offering a Corona Cigar and Company collab gift basket. Basically, our basket has 2 boxes of cigars, FSG cigars, and a bottle of 12-year-old Macallan Scotch. Not to mention some other cool stuff, including hats and magnets and mouse pads and all kinds of stuff.
So it's one of a kind, one-off items that you're getting that we don't produce or have anymore. It's if you're a fan.
Well, there might be a missing one or two.
Black Cow's coming through with a cooler and grill bundle.
So real quick on Black Cow, Tanya Morgan and the crew at Black Cow, they are so great. They come to this event.
Holy.
Right, exactly.
Whoa, dude, are you kidding?
They put together 2 baskets, but these are several $100 baskets with booze and other items, and it's these
cigars, Lowe's gift cards, Bib and Tucker small batch double char bourbon, another bottle of Speyside single malt scotch.
Yeah.
I mean, cigars, grill spatulas, whiskey glasses.
So the silent auction, the items there are I think maybe more this year than any other year. They range from that $50 value all the way up into the thousands.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Tampa Bay tickets. This is a pair of lower bowl seats to see an upcoming Bucks game. Orlando City tickets. Journey tickets for the Kia Center coming up here pretty soon. The Smashing Pumpkins tickets at Benchmark International Arena. Luke Bryan tickets at Mid-Florida Credit Union. Dinner and comedy at Mount Dora, which is 14 sketches, and dinner at Pisces Rising, one of the premier restaurants in downtown Mount Dora. Just absolutely wonderful cocktails and food.
You get a shirt and a couple whiskey glasses with that as well. And keep in mind, the raffle prizes and silent auction is open to anyone who joins us that night. So whether you're in the tournament or you just have a casino guest pass, you can buy raffle tickets, you can play the casino games and win that raffle, and you can bid on anything in the silent auction.
Yeah, the casino raffle is Universal tickets. It's a poker chip set from our buddy Code Black IT, $100 Pyrospot gift card, wine and cheese basket, courtesy of Lydia Pisano. Also, with the raffle prizes, it's the vacation getaway from our buddy at Code Black IT, which is including a trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fair Villa gift basket. We love Fair Villa. They've been friends of ours for decades now.
Indeed.
The Black Cow Beach Vibes bundle, which is different from the one I just read.
Yep.
And a Life Imaging heart scan, plus just all kinds of stuff, man. This backyard movie night package is one that I am more than likely going to bid on.
Yeah, and that came through this morning.
From Premier Outdoor Movies.
Yeah.
And that includes the blow blow-up screen, 2.5 hours of movie time, 16-foot airtight air screen, HD laser projection, an amplified stereo system, and they will deliver it, set it up, and come pick it up.
Yeah.
So you could throw a big party for your kids. You could throw a big party for the boys, for football, whatever you want to do.
And the basket that you get that night will have some movie candy in it and other items as well.
Very cool.
Already saving money on your movie night.
How about that?
I mean, yeah.
And again, if you want to bid to get in, and by the way, this is all included in the tournament when you get in. The cool thing about these bids for this auction, the one player who bids will definitely get into the tournament. You'll get to play poker, but you get that casino pass to get you access to everything we just said. Where do they go, Jack?
realradio.fm/poker. That's our website. Has the link for everything you need. And also, keep in mind when we open the doors. I know Mo was asking in that talk back. The doors open if you are coming to the event. They open at 6 o'clock, and that is where all three shows will be there. You can have your picture taken with at all three shows, and then go on up, enjoy some hors d'oeuvres. Hard Rock Cafe,
kill it for
providing
us.
the food. Love them.
Just kill it for us every single year, man.
Yeah.
This is going to be so much fun, guys. I hope to see you on Saturday night. Get over to the website and start bidding. We would love to see you join us on Saturday night.
And every dollar you're bidding, that all goes directly to the Mustard Seed of Central Florida. We've been helping them out since the 90s, and they count on us, and we love being able to do this for them.
We certainly do, buddy. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Look, man, we kind of knew this was coming. We kind of knew it. We've talked about this for years. But there is a new game in town when it comes to air traffic controllers, and I'll tell you who it is next.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Right lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound at Princeton Street. That's causing some stop and go. Westbound near Darrell Carter Parkway, there's a crash off to the shoulder, starting to slow traffic down. Look out for an accident reported westbound on I-4 near Apopka Vineland Road. The roadways are starting to get busy. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
Speaking of our friends over at Life Imaging, let me tell you something. Judy and her friends over there are ready to help you out. And by help you out, that means give you the knowledge you need to make sure you're around for years. These guys do this all the time, and they're ready to help you right now. It's Life Imaging, and this scan is a game changer. And with this being Wellness Month, like, you definitely want to get over there and make sure that you and your family are safe and ready to go. That's what Life Imaging does better than anybody out there, man. Prevention is the number one way to make sure that you stick around a long time. And heart disease and many cancers will often develop silently, no symptoms at all. So don't wait until you start feeling bad before you get over there. That's not the way to do that. Don't be reactive, be proactive. That's what Life Imaging is all about. And they make it so easy to make your appointment. All you have to do is pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That is it, guys. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. And remember, this is a free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Rates are near 3-year lows, and if you have a rate above 6.5, you may be able to lower it a point or more.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
It's a great time to consider upgrading the flooring in your home, just like my wife and I did a year ago using Corey at Core Flooring Center right there in Winter Park on 436. And for a limited time, Corey's offering 10% off all flooring and installation starting at just $1 a square foot. Plus, Corey will donate $50 to the Carla K Cancer Screening Fund for all purchases made by Real Radio listeners. So when you talk to him, let him know you heard about him on Real Radio, and he will make that donation on your behalf. You can trust your floors to an expert with over 20 years of experience in the flooring industry. The installation was perfect in my home, and the product is unmatched. I chose that Mohawk made in the USA waterproof laminate. He also has luxury vinyl planks, wood flooring, and carpeting as well. And with all of it, you get a lifetime installation warranty on top of a best price guarantee on all installed projects. So if you already have a quote, bring it to Corey. He guarantees he'll beat it. On top of all of that, he still will donate to Save a Life Pet Rescue, a no-kill shelter. Online, it's coreflooringfl.com.
When you need cash, some lenders hand you a checklist a mile long. At Amscot, walk in with 3 things: photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Then walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
presented by Capital One
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Turn up the style with Burlington. Shop the brands you love and the looks you want without the high prices. From festival-ready fits to everyday favorites, it's never been easier to look good and save big. Burlington, where great style meets even better deals.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congratulations to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that transfers when you sell. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's TRUST to 20129.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Donna from Melbourne. I'm calling to let everyone out there in Radio Land know that if you've got the time, make time for Saturday night. Last year, I went with both my sons, one of their wives, and nephew. We had so much fun. My daughter-in-law even came in 5th place.
All right.
Saw everyone I listened to on the radio. Met Big T. Anyways, just go have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for that. That's awesome.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a shout out because of Mills Air. My AC went out last weekend. I called them. There was somebody there on Sunday, complete new system on Monday, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks to Alex and all the crew at Mills Air. Love them. We'll use them now forever.
Love hearing
James Birmingham. Timu Jack Bradshaw.
Thanks for those kind words about Mills Air. We actually just, these guys signed up for another year today, and we love them so much. It's just, he's one of those kind of special dudes who kind of really ingratiated himself to the entire radio station.
Yeah.
And we just absolutely adore him. He runs his company exactly the way that everybody in this business would run a company if we had one. And we love them. And that's why we tell you that we support these guys, because of experiences like that. That's exactly what happens almost every single time. All right, say every single time.
I think it came off the top of your head. It was several years ago where you just dropped the line that the John Wayne of AC.
He is like John Wayne of AC.
And it fits. He's just he's so cool, but he also sponsors so much of what we do, whether it's that the day a week we get to have Ross in, thanks to Leon and the crew at Mills Air, or sponsoring the Monsters at Night event, or all of our cash contests, our Grand in Your Hand. Is always sponsored by him. All the other stations, they're looking for people to sponsor, but he steps up, he does that.
This also helps us bring Ross in one day a week too. So we absolutely adore him. Thanks, Mills. Always good seeing you, Ben. You're the best. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Sure.
And also, thanks for that kind plug for the event. I'm glad you had so much fun. Donna.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. It was a good meeting. I think I actually remember you and your crew, because your two boys, I don't think, left your side the entire night, like a security guards. But that's exactly the experience we have. Our boy Big T comes out. Swilly's come out before as well.
Yep.
People you hear on the air with us quite often. And we love seeing them, man. It's great.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite nights of the year.
All right, Jack. So we know for a fact over this last 18 months or so, it's been a kind of fun day at airports.
Hey, we're watching one right now on our YouTube. Yeah.
I say that facetiously. It's been kind of weird at airports.
Sure.
It's been a little more calm recently, but we had a spate of...
near misses.
Yeah.
Not near misses.
So the U.S. government goes out. The Department of Transportation says, you know what? Let's start let's reassure that we have the best air traffic controllers out there. We want to make sure that we're stepping this up. And they went on a hiring binge. Matter of fact, they hired so many people, they reached the 94th percentile of how many people need to be staffed for air traffic controllers in the U.S.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, they broke records for numbers of hires and fastest time to reach 94% of its goal. And they look for a specific group of people. And they targeted those people, and that's exactly what happened. 10,000 qualified candidates applied for a career as an air traffic controller during a one-day application window sign-up. So in 24 hours, 10,000 people signed up to be an air traffic controller. 2,000 people were hired.
Okay.
And they launched a new campaign. And in the story, the words "new campaign" are in capital letters. And they were looking for a certain group of people. Who do you think that may be, Jack?
Robots. Artificial intelligence.
How about people who know better than anybody else? Pilots.
Ooh.
It's not pilots.
But I mean, who better to know?
Yeah.
I mean, how the process goes than maybe retired pilots.
Oh, I got it. People on the spectrum.
That's not a bad one.
No, because the level of focus.
Yeah, exactly. And not being easily distracted by the stuff.
And look, man, after these hires, there's look, we're supercharging the entire process to get the best and brightest out there and get them in those positions faster. The results have been historic. Again, all caps.
Somebody just texted us at 77031 saying veterans.
It's not veterans, no.
Although
that would be a great idea to do that.
It? Yeah.
No.
I mean, they've had discipline built into them.
No. It's gamers.
Gamers.
It's gamers.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
A future air traffic controller. You didn't even know it.
Yeah, I don't know. In the gaming world, I think I might be at that tail end.
Yeah. There's only 400,000 11-year-old Korean that will beat you, literally with one hand tied behind their back, blindfolded. But yeah, they're looking for gamers. That's exactly what happened. In April, we launched a new campaign to recruit video gamers as air traffic controllers, and they supercharged the entire hiring process to make this happen. It was a one-of-a-kind recruitment initiative. And the thing is if you'd have hit me up with this kind of like 8-9 years ago, I'd have been like, no, I'm going to want to know what airports the gamers are employed at before I start flying around. I can avoid. But now, man, I got to tell you, I think maybe some of the most talented people out there are doing this. You know, we know doctors have used gaming to train for doing remote surgeries.
Or anything where the similarities match on what you're doing. And it's those surgeries where they're kind of doing, is it arthroscopic?
The toggles?
Yeah, where you're watching a screen, manipulating something, using a controller. That's what gaming is.
That's exactly what the tool is,
with
too, buddy.
higher stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, for years, all that skill is going to do nothing for you. You're wasting your time. And yet, like Jack just said, some of the best robotic surgeons were kids who grew up with that dexterity that you need to be able to, operate things minutely on it. I mean, Jimmy, you talked about one of the hardest things in beginning gaming is just learning.
Oh, man. The controller you will just lose your mind trying to figure the controller out. I had that cat jumping in the walls for 2 days. I mean, I was trying to figure out this cat thing and how it runs and walks and everything like that on one of these video games, and it is wild. Like, somebody mentioned, like Scott mentioned the other day, have you ever heard about how hard it is to fly a helicopter?
Yes.
Like, so I lived next door to a helicopter pilot. He was a pilot for Orange County Police Department when I lived over here close to the radio station. Cool guy, but he told me, he goes, imagine so your feet, from what I understand, are working two different things, and your hands are working two different things.
It's
so
like
he
being
goes,
a drummer in the sky.
Yeah, he goes, basically, imagine you're putting a piece of wood out in front of you and putting a marble in the middle of it, and you have to move forward and sideways and everything, and that marble can never move off the top of that piece of wood or table or whatever it is, because the machine, and you're doing that with all different things at different times. He goes, it's very difficult to fly it well, and it's a tough learning curve as well. But I would think with gamers, and aren't there already flight simulation games that you can download and just play?
Oh, absolutely.
Like tons of them, right?
And they've gotten better and better. There's a new one where you can actually fly over Orlando, and I think they use Google Earth or Google Maps, where you can fly over your house and see your house.
Oh, really?
That's
in the
cool.
game.
In all my years, my wife used to make fun of me when we would fly in Orlando. I would say, one day I'm going to find my house.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things.
One day we're going to fly in a pattern.
That's why I want the window.
Exactly.
One day we're going to fly in a pattern, and my wife would mock me and mock me and mock me and laugh, and really, rightly so.
Yeah. Not
because
really.
I mean, what are the chances, right? You're 10,000 feet in the air. Your house looks like a Monopoly house, right? Just so happens we're flying in from, I want to say San Antonio, and we're coming in, and I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize that. Hold up. I recognize it. It was the shape of the lake that we lived near. And I said, that's our house right there. And she was like, I'll be damned. It took 10 years. But finally, 10 years. But finally, you get to say I told you so.
I've gotten close enough where I've been able to identify my town. Because it was right after they put in those.
Well, that big park should have been a giveaway too, right? Like Central Winds Park.
The thing that caught my eye first, then I kind of verified, was the intersection when they first started doing where they cut it and make it look like it's brick with the circle and stuff. So it looked like it was brick, but it was really just grooves in the asphalt.
Yeah.
And then they paint them.
Yeah.
And it was like I spotted it right after they put that in. I'm like, wait a minute, I know that. Then I look around. I go, yep, there's a school and there's this. And
it's kind of cool.
It's my house.
Drop me off.
I'll just hop out of here. Real quick on the gaming thing. So air traffic controllers, isn't that more of a logistics thing? I mean, tell me where the controller and working the controller, how would that come into play for an air traffic controller? Like for a gamer, if you're working your handset, I thought the whole thing with air traffic controllers is just basically logistics, knowing who's going where, when, what, how, all of those things. How would gaming help that?
I would think just because they have to be locked into their game for hours and notice the minutia and logistics.
And used to just looking at that screen and not pulling away from that for hours at a time.
And your eyes already being adjusted to it. And someone had texted us earlier at 77031 saying that you have to be under 30 to apply to get an air traffic controlling job. And I had heard that they have like
stringent health.
Not only that, they have like you have to retire. I believe it's like 55.
It is, yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have a lot of years.
Which is why, and the training that goes into it, get them young and try and max out the time you're going to have.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
And that's a great salary, right?
Yeah.
And do you have to have obviously you don't have to have a degree for that. They can just teach you how to do it, I assume?
I would imagine.
No, you just have to know how to hit, XBA trigger.
What do you think those guys make, Jack?
I would say 75.
Somebody just texted us at 77031. My son is a huge gamer, and that's actually what he wants to do once he graduates.
Wow, really?
Air traffic controller, and God knows we could use him.
The median annual wage for air traffic controllers...
Don't say it's 50.
...is?
I'm going 75.
I'll go 65.
$144,580.
Nice.
I mean, you think about the responsibility involved with that.
Oh,
I mean, you're not paying a guy like $50K to direct a plane full of people, around. I mean, you got to pay those people some money, right? And by the way, it can get up to $240,000 a year, depending on, I'm sure, the airport, the traffic, how the volume of flights, overtime,
the stress.
Yeah, all that stuff. Damn, that's good, man. Yeah, top 25%, 186. The bottom range, like just sign in, is 76, and within a couple of years, you're making 101.
Somebody did have a legit question.
Which would
at
be
77031. Jimmy, is that why you moved so much to increase your odds? Spotting your house from the plane.
Yeah, that's a fair statement,
yes,
sir.
Yes, it is.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Have you guys heard the Shake Shack story yet?
No.
Dude, I got to tell you, man, I saw this today and I was like, there's no way that's real. It's a Reddit story. There's no way it's real. No way this is happening. And then they admitted it was real. And I'll tell you what it was next.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
Brooks Nader and her family are on a vacation right now in Sardinia. Am I to believe that's near Greece?
Yeah, they let a lot of people in, but they pack them in really tight.
I'm
going to kill you.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
Right lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound at Princeton Street. That's causing some stop and go. Westbound near Darrell Carter Parkway, there's a crash off to the shoulder, starting to slow traffic down. Look out for an accident reported westbound on I-4 near Apopka Vineland Road. The roadways are starting to get busy. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Yeah, we just talked about him. Leon Mills, one of our favorite people in the entire city of Orlando. You will love them as well when you start using their service. That young lady who just called earlier just gave you exactly what we tell you is going to happen with Mills Air. They're going to come to your property. They're going to give you good, honest opinion on what's going on with your system. They're going to give you a solution. They're going to give you the price, and then they're going to do the job. They're not going to vary from that. There's going to be no surprise charges. The techs are going to be awesome. They're going to be well-dressed. They're going to be perfectly pro, and you are going to love doing business with Mills Air. These guys have been doing it since 1992. That's 30 plus years of experience right here in Central Florida. And the story is exactly what you want. A guy who broke out from the company he was working for because he didn't like the way they were doing business, thought they were taking advantage of their customers, started his own business with one van, and now he has a fleet of 60 vans to cover you wherever you are in Central Florida. Their techs are awesome. And by the way, guys, these guys are Carrier Factory authorized dealers. That could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
The Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by the Home Builders Network. Find them online at hbnusa.com. And that's who I refer people to when they ask me about home remodeling projects. I always give them the same answer. It's my buddy Mike at HBN USA. It's the Home Builders Network, and it's a network of experts when it comes to the things around the home that you want to have done, whether it's repairs or renovations. Mike himself, we call him Mike the Home Builder, a fourth-generation contractor, over 3 decades in the construction business. And the reason I trust the Home Builders Network is simple. He gives you a straightforward pricing, explains everything clearly, puts it in writing without the guesswork about the job. That's why HBN USA is the company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, all of which I had done on my home. They also do window and door replacement. Now, if your bathroom is outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. I trust Mike, so can you. And if you call now at HBN USA, they'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. The number 407-754-1814, 407-754-1814, online at hbnusa.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Listen up, Orlando. The biggest Kia event of the summer is happening now at Greenway Kia. With 3 Central Florida locations, that's over 1,000 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. And when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle, giving you the maximum value possible. Plus, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you looking for information on a reverse mortgage or HELOC? It's so easy to get a quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com. Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue on weekends now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai.
It's trade-in days at Headquarter Hyundai in Sanford Lake Mary. You could get thousands, yes, thousands more for any trade-in, any make, any condition. Plus, we've dropped prices on everything. New Hyundais up to $1,000 below invoice. You heard right. New Hyundais below invoice at Headquarter Hyundai. Save thousands on new Hyundai Tucsons, Elantras, Santa Fe's, Palisades, and more. Up to $1,000 below invoice. With 0% financing for 72 months. And you get America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and Hyundai Assurance. It's trade-in days. You could get thousands more for any trade-in, any make, any condition.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai.
Just off I-4 on Reinhardt Road in Sanford Lake Mary. HeadquarterHyundai.com. HeadquarterHyundai.com. To qualified buyers. For details, visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval. Jimmy, pick and save? Hell yes, dude. Man, we had probably like 4 or 5 pick and saves up here in Jacksonville when I was growing up, man. Pick and save was a blast, dude. You get a pack of hot dogs and pick and save for like a quarter.
Yeah.
They weren't that good, but you still had a pack of hot dogs for a quarter. Matter of fact, my parents both work at Pick and Save over 50 years ago, and that's where they met, man. That's awesome, dude. Thanks for bringing up a good memory, Jim.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much. By the way, I believe Pick and Save was maybe the precursor to like the Walmart that has groceries, because I remember they had because I would immediately go to like the sports and outdoor part, but they also had clothes and they also had food, if I remember right. You could buy like sewing machines and patterns and material and everything there. It was crazy. It was like an all-in-one store. And then
sounds like the precursor to Walmart to me.
It was always packed, and we never understood why it went out of business. It was always slammed. And they didn't build a Walmart in town until years after that. We had a Kmart for a while, and that sucked.
Kmart was okay for what it was when it was.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing like the blue light special.
Oh, yeah.
And your sneakers tied together with a string.
Nothing like Kmart jeans either. Wear them during the day and then sand your drywall during the evening. Jeez Louise, man. My sag never had it so tough. His jeans were like literally like burlap. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I'm back. There's Jim. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Like an old leather saddle.
I'm back. There's Jim.
And Jack is here as well. Hey, I want to remind you guys that I just got a text from Adrian over at the Rosen. They only have 8 seats left. For the big gig coming up this Saturday for the Harry Sip and Savor with their food paired up with cocktails from Pernod. Unbelievable experience we had yesterday. The food was so unreal good.
Well, and it's not just that, right? You're getting 6 courses, 6 alcohol drinks, only $80.
Yeah.
$80 for all that food and drink.
Harry'sPoolside.com/Harry's Sip and Savor. Grab your seats. They usually do sell out.
Yeah.
Because it's such a great deal. It really is. I mean, I think the drinks alone would be $80 if you were to buy them out.
Easy.
And by the way, they're not stingy with that. They let you have a good time. There's even a reception cocktail. So I think there's even more than 6.
Might I recommend the Jefferson's Midnight Old Fashioned?
And I will tell you, that halibut dish is one of the best I've ever tasted in my life. You're going to love every single bite of it. That's why they're so popular.
Seared halibut, parsnip puree, saffron flan, and passion fruit and dragon fruit salsa.
Don't let any of that scare you away. It's just great flavor from top to bottom.
So to be fair and honest, I see that on the menu. I'm not ordering that, right? I'm intimidated.
Too much, right?
I had that. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the coffee, the espresso rub sirloin.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, it was just so good. So again, it's harryspoolside.com/Harry's Sip and Savor. Grab your tickets. $80 get you in. And they even have deals for staying there if you want to come over from the coast and stay for the night.
Oh yeah, it's a great staycation and weekend getaway. And you know, Jack, I did the same thing yesterday, right? I'm not a big duck fan, but like I told Chef Tellaluna, I ate that duck like it owed me money.
Dude, I'm telling you, checking in there on a Saturday, hanging out by that pool, which is absolutely stunning, having dinner that night, and then kicking over there for dinner again or for lunch the next day. The place is unbelievable. So again, go check that out. Harry's Sip and Savor right there at the Rosen Center Hotel. All right,
it's harrypoolside.com, Harry Sip and Savor. And even if they sell out, you can leave your number and email, and if anyone backs out, they'll contact you.
Yeah, you got it, man, for sure. All right, so Shake Shack. Right. So
I've been there one time.
I've been there once as well.
Yeah.
The one in Winter Park, literally 2 weeks after they opened up, is when the crowds finally got low enough where you could go in there and get a burger. It's a good burger.
I used to love Shake Shack just because of the ice cream for my dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a great sundae for the dogs.
Look, it's a good burger. I mean, look, here's the thing. I don't know how much more you can do to a burger. I mean, it was well cooked. The beef was high quality. The fries were good. It was awesome. It was expensive. It's like $17, $18 or whatever it is for a hamburger, fries, and a drink or whatever. But that's not what I'm talking about here. And their shakes are good too, by the way. So a guy goes into a Shake Shack and he orders 3 shakes.
All
right? And the shakes were a certain price when he signed up for them. And I think there was some kind of deal going on where they were actually relatively cheap. And when he went to check out, he scans his card or swipes his card. And when he goes to check out, they ask you that question, right? The one we love so much.
The gratuity?
Yeah, the gratuity. He hits no tip. And then when he hits no tip, they charge him more for the shakes.
What?
The price goes up on the food when he chose not to tip. Now, here's the funny thing. So he thought it was an anomaly. So we tried to do it again. It happened again. So then he brings it up online or whatever. Shake Shack, releases this whole thing of how it was, it was just an anomaly. It got mixed up. Blah, blah. We fixed that whole thing. And it says it was only isolated to that one location. And I was like, the fact that you could even do that, the fact that you could even program your tip machine, because how many people pay attention after they pay?
Or even know that it's only one location.
Right, yeah. How many people, I don't know about you guys, like when I go into a place like that and order my food, they give me the price, it'll be $25. I swipe my card. If I tip, I tip. If I don't, I don't. I move on.
But you don't expect the price to change after that.
Exactly. I don't look down at my receipt to make sure it matches up with the dude just told me 3 seconds ago.
Well, now you have to.
That's a bad look.
That is a terrible look. And man, this thing got
almost as bad as telling people they can't have cake in your pizzeria.
And this thing got an assload of responses because people were losing their mind because they were saying exactly the same thing. We're saying so now we have to check literally every receipt that we scan. And the other guy I was following online, what this guy does, and he did this for a year. He did a GoFundMe and he raised money. He says, I'm going to do this for a year. If you want to see what this really looks like, you let me know. You can donate, right? And this is what he did. He goes around the country and he goes to stores in different places. It could be a Walmart in Orlando, could be a Walmart in Winter Park, could be a Walmart in Pembroke Pines. Then he goes to Georgia, could be a Walmart in Atlanta, could be, and he does this with multiple stores. And what he's trying to prove is they're screwing you over on the weight of food. He started finding food like hams that had been priced by the store, saying it was like 1.5 pounds or a 3-pound ham. He goes to put it on the scale. It's a 0.5 pound short. He did that with chicken breast. He did that with any pre-cut meat from the deli. Yeah. And dude, it was crazy. He went one of these Walmarts, one of these stores. I can't say Walmart because I don't want to say that if it's not accurate, and I can't remember exactly. But one of these stores, he went in and he bought chicken breast, packs of chicken breast, and out of the 20 he purchased, 13 of them were underweight. Some of them by 0.5 pound. Now, some of them just by a couple ounces. But your whole thing is like you should not be paying for the packaging. And when they put chicken in a package, especially in those big family ones, they put that what's that soaker thing under there? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that little pad.
That little pad that soaks up all the juice or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that weighs something. Have you ever pulled one of those out? That weighs something. That has weight. And if they don't tear that out when they're weighing things, you will pay for that chicken juice.
Although it's the weight is the juice from the meat, which you're no longer getting. Yeah. But you're still buying it.
I don't go to pay for juice.
Yeah. Meat juice. You don't want the meat juice?
Right. I'm not making a meat juice sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm making a chicken sandwich.
I remember when I mentioned earlier, my very first job, checkout person at Food Town, when they check out anything in a bag that was weighed, you'd hit one tear. to take off.
Right.
To allow for the weight of the bag,
Yeah,
which
they-
was like nothing anyway.
Right. Well, they have that now when you talk about the self-checkout.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that at self-checkout. You house
Do
this
they?
package. Yeah. Is it a vegetable bag or is it a produce bag? Is it a whatever? So that way it can
It
tear out the
calculates,
weight.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. But this guy was losing his mind because he's about to do it again. He's raising more money to go out and do this again. And I mean, nobody was safe, for the record. There was not one store that he said that it was perfect across the board. And we've heard this with Publix as well, that they didn't, they haven't. There was a big thing about them not calibrating their scales properly.
I wonder. It's like that in gallons of gasoline.
You always sketch down about that.
Well, how do you know you got a gallon?
You don't know.
Unless you're filling up a gallon container.
That's a good point.
You do not know the answer to that. You're just trusting them. Unless you take a gallon of milk or a gallon container and you fill it up, you're right. You have no idea.
And I think there once was a time where some officer would come over, some federal employee would come over and they would check your pumps or from the state. They'd make sure they're all calibrated properly. But that's probably a thing of the past. It never happens anymore. But you'd need someone to kind of randomly check these scales, and if it's not someone exposing them on social media, it should be the people who are on your side on the TV news.
Yeah, but the thing is people on the TV news have to deal with people spending money on the TV news.
Yeah, they do.
Hard to bust Walmart when Walmart's your biggest client.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Hard to bust any store that spends an assload of money with you. You're not going to go up there and tell everybody that Publix's scales are bad if Publix is the number one spender on your TV station.
Well, but at the same time, it's just like you said, there was no store that was left off of this. So this just tells me it's kind of like any other service you get where they might slap a $1.99 charge, maybe a $3.99 charge. And if you're not going through your bills with a fine tooth comb, those, $4, $3 adds up. They're just counting on us not paying attention. Because if they're all doing it, that means they're all doing it and they're aware that it's going on. It's up to us to catch them, which is sad.
And for the amount of time that you eat out, how many times might have you missed that extra fee of
Buddy,
processing
listen.
fee,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
I don't look at that thing. When they give it over, I sign it because when I see the original thing, I see the receipt, I give them my card, they bring the receipt back, and I just sign it. I don't really pay attention to that. I just assume they're on the up and up.
But that's the problem, right?
People are saying that the Department of Agriculture continues to check gas stations to make sure they're pumping a gallon when it says a gallon. A couple times a year.
Really? Yeah. Well, they should do that for other things as well. I mean, that would fall under the Department of Agriculture as well, would it not? Or would that be Commerce? They would go into grocery stores to find out that their scales were calibrated correctly.
Why not FDA?
Yeah, I don't know.
But a couple of people are texting and saying that where shopping is a pleasure did get sued for that. But one, because the judge said you cannot go back, or said you can go back for the refund.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I know that the Publix, they got hit here in Orlando, and then on the West Coast, people started doing it over there. Once the thing went kind of viral online, other people started doing it. They're like, hey, man, it happens over here as well. So, I can't imagine with Publix that was a company policy. Hey, look, let's try to skim a couple. But when you think about how many of these locations they have, and when you think about how many locations like people like Walmart, Publix, other stores have, they don't need to make a bunch on one sale.
No.
When if you're just skimming a quarter every time somebody buys a pound of chicken or ham or hamburger or whatever, times how many ever Walmarts there are, I mean, how much money could that be in a day?
Somebody just said that Walmart actually just started telling people they're not allowed to film in their stores anymore. I wonder why.
But that's exactly what this guy was doing, by the way.
That's why.
He wasn't even remotely cool about it.
Yeah.
Dude was taking it right to the scales with his phone out, employees walking around. He did not care. He was like doing the entire thing in the store.
I don't like that you can't film in the store anymore. First of all, screw you.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Second of all,
it's private property, Jack.
It is one of my favorite things to watch, though. I will watch like the deal guys at things you should be buying at Costco in the month of August,
Oh, really?
And they do this every month, and the same guys, they go around, they do like Costco, Walmart, Aldi.
And they compare the prices on the same product?
They'll just focus on one store at a time, but they'll find the deals for that month and show you all the deals. I love watching that.
Now, another thing someone just said.
By the way, they did not hit Costco or Sam's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
But someone said the next time you go where it's a pleasure for their meat, you will not see the USDA choice stamped on it. I don't know if that's true. But
I don't know. I don't think that can be true. Well, the USDA inspects meat for the entire country.
Right.
I don't.
Maybe they cut that out of the budget too.
I don't think you can sell meat if it is not USDA inspected. I don't believe you can carry it. Can you? That's like a raw milk scenario, is it not?
I know that the USDA just has a big recall with 30,000 pounds of beef from Argentina that wasn't inspected.
Oh, really?
But I don't know, does a bank have to have FDIC?
Yeah, well, I think they're damn sure better. If they want my money.
If they don't, right, exactly.
Yeah, they want even a nickel of my money.
Right, exactly.
You cannot legally sell commercial meat to the public that lacks the official inspection for the USDA.
Yeah. No way possible.
Good.
Yeah. That's a bad scenario. And we know the Taylor Farms, the people who just had the massive problems with the diarrhea thing, the explosive diarrhea. I feel like you have to say explosive.
Yeah, you do.
But they've recalled salsas now, jalapenos, and of course lettuce was the original OG machine, right? Well, I just learned today that Taylor Farms, apparently they had been, now again, I just read this briefly, but they hadn't been inspected in 7 years.
Yeah, what you call a super donor.
Yeah, because
no, they are.
Oh, I understand. But what I'm saying is those inspections are to stop stuff like this, to make sure, because the inspectors come in and they do random tests of the entire crop to find out if there's any poisons or pesticides or anything like that. E. coli, salmonella.
But the thing you said should not be connected to the thing you said.
Yeah, right.
Meaning how much you donate should not dictate how often you're inspected.
But just like you had mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah. I'd hate
how
to know that
critical are you going to be of your number one client on your airwaves?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to blow up my colon because Mr. Smith got a $5,000 donation.
Well, obviously, it would have to be a hell of a lot more than that for them to skate underneath the radar for so many years.
We kind of know how, and we know how much it is. I mean, because it was public. It's public record. It was millions.
Oh yeah. I mean, a third of the nation's lettuce comes from Taylor Farms,
and that's part of it. And the other part is what have they done with inspections? Whether it's DOJ or whatever reason, running that organization.
Yeah, they cut a lot of that back.
If that's cut back, who suffers?
Well, the IGs have been cut back a lot. The inspector generals of all these cabinet positions have been just cut like crazy.
And that's one of the things where you say, we're going to get rid of regulations that slow down business.
Right.
Yeah. Regulations are rules that protect people and the environment.
It's just going to keep you in the toilet for 2 weeks. Yeah. Other than that, it's going to be fine.
So that's what, and just in case you forgot, that's what DEI now stands for: diarrhea everywhere indefinitely.
All
right. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up, guys. It's time for trivia. We'll do that next.
Being guaranteed human on Real Radio means sharing what's on your mind. So say what's on your mind, if in fact you are human. Send us a message through the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and join the conversation.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Deciding to hang it up after 18 NBA seasons, Russell Westbrook, who had offers this offseason from the Kings, whom he played for last season, and the Wizards, but he's chosen to walk away. The Lakers are being sold for a record $12.5 billion to businessmen Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. Travis Kelce said today he still has a lot of love for football, and he wants to play at a better level for the Chiefs than he did last year. I'm Frank Arity.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Florida heat is at its peak, and for a lot of folks, their homes never seem to stay cool. If that sounds like you, the problem could be your windows and doors. That's because vinyl windows, well, they're known to warp, crack, and degrade over time, letting a lot of unwanted heat. And aluminum windows, well, they're just heat conductors, transferring heat into your home, and who wants that? Renewal by Andersen to the rescue. That's because their windows and doors are made of Fibrex material built to withstand Florida's extreme heat. And their energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed to help keep the heat out and maintain a more consistent indoor temperature. So that means a more comfortable home and lower energy costs. During their end of summer sale, Florida homeowners can buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus special financing for 1 full year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation, or better yet, stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning. A lot of people don't think about uninsured motorist coverage until it's too late, but Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt taught me that UM coverage protects you. Now, I'm not an attorney, but if Mo DeWitt says it's important, I know it is because he's speaking from experience. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Have no fear, RC Hill is here with my super solution sale. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand and 6 grand more for your trade at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Trade like a superhero. Get up to $6,000 overbooked value for any trade. 6 grand more. And your new vehicle is invincible with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Stuck in a web of bad credit? I've got your super solution. If you got a job and a dime, you ride. Every vehicle, one dime down. Defeat high interest rates with 0% financing for 72 months. 0%. Acres of new Mitsubishis with a multiverse of used cars, all makes, all models. Get up to 6 grand more for your trade. 0% for 72 months. And Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. Grab a dime and swing on over to my super solution sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4, rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Plus tax and tag to qualified buyers. See dealer for terms.
Okay, here's the deal. You gotta get up, shower, get dressed, then get in the car, but there's a sausage McMuffin with egg meal with crispy hash browns and small McCafe coffee waiting for you at McDonald's for just $5. Did I mention you can now choose hot or iced coffee? I knew you could do it. McDonald's, your morning handled. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Some people are embarrassed to admit they like saving money. Not me. I'm a fan of saving and a fan of McDonald's. And while everything else keeps going up, nothing hits better than ordering the Big Mac meal. Crispy medium fries, ice cold Coca-Cola, $8. It's delicious, it fills me up, and honestly, I'm proud of it. Big Mac meal. $8, only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
August in Central Florida means hurricane season is peaking. For over 40 years, Tools Ace Hardware has helped our community prepare. Your local Tools Ace Hardware is fully stocked with generators, gas cans, tarps, batteries, and storm cleanup supplies, plus authorized steel service centers for chainsaws and repairs. You can also get Yeti coolers and grills with free assembly and local delivery to help you in case you lose power. With 14 locations across Central Florida, getting storm ready is fast and easy. Visit toolsacehardware.com to find a location near you. Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Heartburn. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing is worse than heartburn after a long day. When you're finally off the clock, dinner's done, feet kicked up, kids asleep, and boom, heartburn tries to steal the moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. The effervescent tablets start neutralizing acid in seconds, so you can sit back, relax, and unwind from your day. Next time heartburn hits,
quick, Alka-Seltzer.
Use as directed.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
What up, JCS crew? There's a difference in those USDA stickers. The USDA inspected means it covers hygiene and food safety versus USDA choice is about the quality of the meat and the taste. So there's a difference, you can slap both stickers on there, but that's the difference. USDA choice just means they're going to charge you more.
Well, that's disheartening.
Well, I mean, actually, the way it sounds, they're charging us more whether we like it or not.
I mean, that means Prime is more than that, right? That's supposed to be the highest quality Prime, USDA Prime?
I don't know. Can't afford it anymore.
Man, let me tell you something. I was in Aldi the other day. And so was all of Lake County.
It's catching on.
Holy ass, dude. Man, you have to get straight European up in that bitch. I mean, you have to just kind of ignore your American manners and just kind of realize it's a battle in Aldi these days.
I don't experience that. Maybe it's just my location.
Well, or maybe there are more because there's only one within like 20 miles of where that one is.
It's that. Mine did. I mean, it's got a steady flow of people. There's always people in there, but I don't deal with crazy crowds.
But you have another one right at the end of Tuscaloosa Road. Like I think there's one over there in that Winter Park area. There's one right, if I remember right, there's one right over there. With our Aldi, there's the Aldi. I'm telling you, I don't know where another one is. Do you know where another one is from that one?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's got to be 10, 15 miles away. So trust me, this thing is cracking. And I bought beef from there the other day, and it was still expensive. It was pretty expensive. I made beef stew and bought stew meat, and I could not believe how much it was, even in Aldi. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yep.
And he has the Jackie sack. What's in there? All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Listen up, a couple of food items, 2 different prizes. The winner gets to choose. Will it be your chance to celebrate America's 250th with a coast-to-coast culinary journey at Red, White, and Barbecue at SeaWorld Orlando? This all-new summer experience brings together the bold, smoky, and savory flavors that define America's most iconic barbecue regions. I love barbecue.
I do too, buddy.
SeaWorld's Red, White, and Barbecue every weekend now through August 23rd. You can learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. Also, the other food-related prize, Taste Central Florida, presented by Edward Jones. Jimmy will be there. Jana from our sister station will be there as well. It's returning to Orlando World Center Marriott on Friday, August 28th. It's a premier culinary event bringing together more than 100 of Florida's top chefs, restaurants, and beverage experts. This is the big one when it comes to food events. It's huge.
It is unbelievable. And by the way, the band they hired last year to play this thing was absolutely exceptional. What a good time. And they do a lot of like games and giveaways during this event. It's a blast. And the food is insane. And the wine and cocktails, completely insane. So much fun.
All for a great cause because 100% of the proceeds benefit the Second Harvest Food Bank.
Love it.
And the Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida. You can get more info on their website, tastecfl.org.
Easiest hosting gig that we have. And I'll tell you why, because it's like this. All right. They're serving. And then I'll see you in 2 hours. I'm serious. It is crazy, man.
That's the Jackie Sack.
All right. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it very much.
Back to you, clickety clack.
There, Deb. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 1.
1 sounds good. That is Danny. Danny, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
Let's go.
Let's do it indeed.
Game show.
All right, Danny, this is a real easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
I'm trying to fool you, buddy, but if you can find it, I will send you over to the Jackie Sack. Tons of really cool stuff waiting for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, buddy. T-Bag busted it out for us. It is National Vinyl Record Day.
Oh, cool.
That's right here. 3 fun facts about vinyl records and one lie with a giant scratch.
We've all been there.
Put a nickel on it.
All right, buddy. We're talking about vinyl records. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, the first music ever pressed onto a vinyl record was the Christmas song, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Number 2, the term album comes from the multiple short playing records that were bound together in a binder resembling a photo album. Number 3, in the 1950s, people imported banned Western music into the Soviet Union on discarded X-rays. It was called bone music. Or lastly, vinyl records are naturally clear or milky white. They have to add color to get them black or other colors. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with number 1.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner.
Wow.
Yay! So, how would you know that,
Danny.
buddy? I thought that was a... Go ahead.
It was literally a guess.
Yeah, literally a guess. Very good. But I want to put you on hold. Enjoy your prize. You are a winner. No, it was, what do you think it was? The very first piece of music pressed onto...
Oh, music.
Yeah.
Oh.
The very first music ever pressed onto a vinyl record was this.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
America the Beautiful.
That is you're on the right track, but it was Beethoven's Fifth.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was a very classical piece. Now, that is one of those things that's kind of weird because they say, well, it was the first modern pressing, the most successful, but I think it's commonly understood after my research that the Beethoven's Fifth was the first actual, and they had a really hard time because the old styluses were actually needles, and the material was very soft. So it wouldn't play long. The needle would just literally cut the song out of the album, out of the record. The term album does come from multiple short playing records because when they originally invented this, they didn't have the big album.
Right,
so
the
song,
55 or the 45s?
Yeah, the songs came on smaller ones. So what they would have to do is they would put those in a binder so you could listen to the entire collection of music, but it wasn't on one piece of vinyl.
So you mean like the CD cases we hauled around in the 90s?
Yeah, but it was like flipper. Yeah, exactly like that. And the funny thing is when you go to estate sales now, you can still find those occasionally.
Oh.
But like complete collections of concertos that are, I mean, they're 10 or 12 records in these collections. They're amazing. Very cool stuff. In the 1950s, people did import banned Western music into the Soviet Union on discarded X-rays.
That's so cool. How they do that?
They would press it onto an X-ray so you couldn't see it. It still looked like an X-ray, but they could actually play it on a record player, and they called it bone music.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then lastly, vinyl records are naturally clear or milky white before they add the color, whether it be black or red or whatever. Some other things you may not know before we get to the top of the hour. In the 1970s, there were vinyl records that had liquid in the middle, like a lava lamp.
Oh, now that would be cool.
They would take two of the records and like a gordita, they would put the stuff in the middle and then seal the records together so it was just a little bit thicker, but it did have that lava lamp kind of look as it was going around.
Well, I mean, Cheech and Chong did send you rolling papers and a place to do it.
By the way, I've never seen one of those, and I have done these estate sales and garage sales for eons, and I've never seen a record with the liquid in the middle. I can't imagine it would hold up that long because it was in the 70s.
Yeah, no, it's probably too brittle now.
And then lastly, how hot do you think the stylus can get as it runs through the record? And it's funny because this is also a bit debated, but a lot of people say it does do this. As a record plays, the stylus or needle can reach how many degrees?
I'll say 100 degrees.
100 is the exact answer.
Yay!
There you go, buddy. That's vinyl records. And by the way, you also remember, and we've done this before, so some of the other clues I didn't reuse. Did you guys remember the color albums? Like when you get the colored records?
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be gold or whatever the case may be, those don't sound as good as black vinyl.
Oh.
Really?
And they can't figure out why. Like I read 3 stories about it today. They cannot figure out why. Also, the music, the reason why if you get an album, the hits on the record from back in the day will always be the first, second, or third song. What they consider that's going to be the best songs because those play and sound the best. As the stylus approaches the center of the album, it doesn't sound as good because of the length of the cut or something. Or
How interesting.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Because I always know where they place the song usually determines how they feel of the song, but why I never knew that those inner songs don't sound as good because of the
length of the length. Because when you're on the outside, it's more of a straight line.
Right.
As you get on the inside, the line is more curved, and they actually have that built into the machine to keep the needle tracking on the inside. But it still doesn't. And they even have to electronically kind of monitor those sounds because it'll send pitch to the speakers that isn't there.
Oh, wow.
Because as it moves in those grooves, as it gets closer to the center. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Coke Zero Sugar 400 returns to the World Center of Racing with the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on August 28th and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 on August 29th. Experience the thrill of NASCAR like never before. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. Visit realradio.fm/contest for all the info and to find out how you can score free tickets.
Traffic stop and go through the city due to an accident eastbound on I-4 at State Road 408. 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic's backed up from OBT. I-4 westbound still stop and go through Lake Mary due to that accident before State Road 434. That's still getting cleared up off to the shoulder. Expect to pump the brakes on I-4 westbound from World Drive all the way into Champions Gate. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Our Real Radio annual charity poker tournament presented by Just Call Mo may be sold out, but you can still join us Saturday, August 15th at the Orlando Science Center. Casino passes are still available to hang with your favorite celebrities in our That Mortgage Guy Don Casino and enjoy food from Hard Rock Cafe. Play the raffle, bid on silent auction items, and witness who will reach the Solar Source final table. Plus, all attendees will receive a complimentary Stella Artois courtesy of Mills Air and City Beverage. All proceeds benefit the Mustard Seed of Central Florida. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free and avoid the hassle of costly repairs. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. Their guaranteed offer was more than we were hoping for, and the whole process was fast. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. The guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy. I've been serving homeowners for nearly 30 years and have helped over 58,000 satisfied clients sell their home. I know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
You don't pay for iHeartRadio. Our advertisers do. That's why it's always been and always will be 100% free. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
For decades, millions have trusted AmScott when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, AmScott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com chemzios.com or call 1-855-CHEMZIOS. Actor Portrayal.
What the hell's Angel listening to? Friday nights from 9 p.m. to midnight here on Real Radio is sponsored by DeBerry Family Music and Records.
Hi, I'm Rick Singh. Experience matters, but so does results. I've successfully led a constitutional office, managed hundreds of employees, and modernized a government office while protecting your tax dollars. And now I'm ready to bring the same type of leadership to the Orange County Clerk of Court office. I'm Rick Singh, and I humbly ask for your vote.
Because experience matters. On August 18th, vote Rick Singh for Orange County Clerk of Court.
Political advertisement paid for and approved by Rick Singh, Democrat, for Orange County Clerk of Court.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Vehicles under 20 grand. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Thank you for reminding me about the weight problem on foods, because back in the day when I used to pinch 2 pennies together to make a nickel, I would take the meats from the butcher, and it was usually ground meat because I couldn't afford like whole slabs of real meat. I would take it over to the produce and I would put it on the produce scale to see if it was accurate. And honestly, a lot of the time it wasn't.
Crazy.
Well, hot dang, what a world we live in today, where you can't film inside of a Walmart, but the Supreme Court says these same companies have no right to tell you that you cannot carry a weapon in there, and they have to allow you to carry your weapon. Seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
Sure does.
So about the lava lamp thing in the records, they're still doing that. I know a lot of bands have done that lately. I know Judas Priest just released a greatest hits record that does that. And it's kind of a new trend. I've seen it a lot lately online. Maybe the technology has improved so they can do that and the albums sound good and the music sounds good.
I think, I honestly, buddy, I believe what it is just there was a reincarnation of the vinyl world. I mean, I think people probably just stopped making them because nobody was buying them, and then now people are buying them. And actually, they gave Tool credit for being one of the few bands that would take the other side of the album, and they would do a laser etching. Somebody just said that Styx, the band Styx, Paradise Theater was like that, where they laser etched or embossed an image on the album. And my uncle used to have a collection of Elvis albums, and they were all of the gold records, and the vinyl was gold.
Wow.
It was one of those things you bought on TV, right?
Yeah.
You buy one a week or whatever, one a month.
I have a gold 45 of Frank Sinatra's New York, New York, but it's in a frame.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I wouldn't dream of trying to play it.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. No.
I'm going to leave it in the frame.
All right, 407-916-1041, text 77031. I'm Jim, there's Deb.
Hello.
Check is here as well.
Sure.
Auctions are where right now?
We still have, some are done, and congratulations to those winners. We still have, I believe, 3 left, so half are done. But go to realradio.fm/auction. Find the one that's open. There were 6 there. If it says closed, that's the one that's done. If it says closing soon, that's the one you want to act.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about is the poker tournament coming up Saturday. These are the last opportunities for you to get in. If you missed your opportunity earlier when we put the tickets on sale originally, they sold out in 6 hours. So, I mean, you weren't the only one that got left out, but now is an opportunity for you to slip back in. And not only do you get the seat for the poker tournament, you also get a casino pass if you want to bring a friend or a friend with you. So there you go.
Or a lover.
A lover. So I got a question for you guys. When's the last time you rented?
Rented what?
Like a house or a place to live.
Oh.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, it'd be more recent than that, actually.
93.
Yeah, mine would have been the Airbnb we stayed in before we moved into this place, but that was such a short-term thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like the last time I rented anywhere would have been my apartment when I moved out of my house initially.
2018 would be the last time we rented before we bought in 2020.
Really?
Is it still the same, about $500, $600 a month?
Yeah, that's what it was when I rented it in 2000.
I think 90. I want to say 90. I think 89 or 90 was the last time I had an apartment where I rented. No, that's not true. When I got divorced. So in 2000, I rented an apartment for a couple of years. So there is an interesting story. This is out of California. And I wanted to bring this up because I've never heard anything like this. And the story really doesn't really explain it. There's a rental listing in Walnut Creek, California. It has sparked some outrage amongst renters. And the reason why is this. Already difficult to find a home to rent that doesn't cost you a baby,
Right, yeah.
And they're saying this one here is $3,250 a month. Now, that's a little higher than normal, of course, but in California, you would think that's probably relatively average. No problem, except there's a fee that comes with this rental that I've never heard of in my life. And again, in the context of this story, they don't really explain it away at all. It's a $200 a month fee.
For what?
If you work from home. Oh. It's a $200 penalty for people who are remote workers. So if you rent this house and you work from home, on top of the $3,250, you have to pay $200 a month for a work from home fee.
But you're paying for the electricity already, right?
So that's the one that immediately I was like, well, hold on. So you could see, because, I mean, by the way, I'm reaching out to the audience here. I mean, how many people, you could text us, 77031. How is that even a thing anymore? Do apartments really do that anymore? Do they wrap up power and utilities in the rent? I can't imagine they do that in Florida.
No.
I know some do water and some will do internet. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
That they'll do that. The power is always separate. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing here. Like, how could they hit you for a fee? And that's what they say. They say, look at it like an environmental impact fee.
Yeah, but what's your environmental impact?
Right. You're paying for electricity, you're paying for your water, and you're paying for your internet. Where's the fee? They're saying it's the wear and tear on the property because you're there all the time. That's part of it, right? You never leave. And then they try to justify it at the end of the story by saying, well, how much would it cost you to commute to work every month?
But that's none of their business.
It is none of their business. It has nothing to do with that. And this is a long-ass story. It's a Yahoo Finance story. And in the entire story, which is multiple pages, they never explain how they get around that. And they say there's a federal regulations here we can dodge. The Disabilities Act, of course, they figured out a way around the Disabilities Act because you can't charge anybody with a disability more. So they just charged everybody. And I don't know if anybody pays this in Orlando. I can't imagine that anybody in Orlando pays a work from home fee. I've never even heard of it.
I haven't either.
Yeah, one person says it's crazy. Another person, Cody Hall, said the concept is completely ridiculous. Yet, while renters are livid over these work-from-home penalties, corporate housing advocates are defending them.
Corporate housing advocates. There you go.
And this is what happens. Like, we this legislation that tried to stop or is stopping large groups from buying these large swaths of rental properties. I think this is kind of maybe what they're trying to curtail. It says it's almost like a utility cost recovery or environmental conservation fee. That's Derek Barnes, is the CEO of East Bay Rental Housing Association. He goes, for renters desperate to find a good deal, spotting these hidden fees before signing a lease is critical. Like, could you imagine that would be the biggest bait and switch of all time?
Well, because there could be your power bill is that $200 fee you're paying because you work from home.
Yeah, and it says right here, it says, as rents continue to rise, many jurisdictions have implemented rent increase caps. And it says here, quote, landlords have attempted to circumvent rent cap laws with work from home fees.
What if you're on a trust fund and you don't work?
Well, that's a good point.
You're there all the time.
Yeah. And
that's a good point.
And it says right here, it says the fees have also been tacked to monthly rent to account for the additional cost of utilities by remote workers. You're paying those utilities. More electricity, more water, and internet are consumed daily when tenants don't leave their homes. But again, you're paying that fee. That's not part of your rent. I don't know anybody that pays rent where the power's wrapped up in it. Not in this godforsaken state.
Yeah, and that impact isn't on you. It's on the environment. You're collecting that money, but you're not giving it to
exactly.
Greenpeace.
Yeah. Right. The Sierra Club's getting a check from you every month. What this is it just sounds like they cannot admit the truth because what they're doing is it's trying to circumvent the law to try and continue to raise prices on renters. So they're coming up with these bogus ideas that they can't honestly support.
And the other guys, when you start running out of stuff to say, because it doesn't make any sense, they goes, hey, and other times your work activities will generate noise and foot traffic and the neighbors don't like it.
Oh, okay. Kind of like having a toddler running around at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Texter says, what if you're retired?
Yeah. You're paying it.
It's like this subscription fee. They just a way to get a additional monthly income, like they're doing with services on vehicles now.
Right, yeah.
And they found and video games. Instead of owning the video game, now you're renting the video game, and you will forever be paying for said video game.
It says if a lease is offered where the utilities are community-based and the tenant will not have their own account, when the tenant may demand written proof as how the allocation between the rental units is calculated. But I don't know anybody that lives in a situation like that. Do you know anyone that lives in a community where the utilities are combined?
No.
Are there like a community-based utility fee? Like they add up all the electrical from, like, imagine your neighborhood, Jack. If they added up all the power,
hell no.
If they added up all the power bills and just divided by the amount of homes, and that's your power bill now.
I'd be going on knocking down. Hey, turn off those lights. Hey, you, turn off those lights.
What are you raising the barn?
Turn off those lights.
I can imagine it would be the only time ever Jack would go door to door doing anything. I've never heard of this ever in my life.
Here's another one. Do stay-at-home moms have to pay the fee?
Yeah. And again, like, all these are great questions. They do not answer any of this. Actually, toward the end of the story, they tried to justify it by going, well, how much does it cost you to commute every day? How much does it cost you to commute a month? If it's $300, you're actually saving money with our work from home fee. What are you mad about? Well, I wasn't paying it to begin with.
Jeez.
That's what.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's a workaround. It's a work. Well, we're not allowed to raise the rent. Okay,
exactly.
We'll tack something else on.
Are you breathing? Well, I'm sorry, but that air is going to cost you extra.
That's right.
Yeah, and then they come at the bottom and they're like, "Hey, is work from home fee cheaper than commuting?" They're literally trying to hard sell this to people in the context of the story, or they're trying to represent the people who are for this as going, "Hey, maybe it actually costs you less to pay the work from home fee." I'm like, "Well, dude, I shouldn't be paying that fee either." Like, the whole idea from working from home is a deal I could have negotiated with my employer to save me that money in lieu of a raise. How do you not know that? Like, how do you not know I don't live on the other side of the city and it costs me $500 a month to get to work with tolls and gas? And I negotiate that. Hey, buddy, instead of giving me a raise, allow me to work from home. That way I can save that money, and that's like getting a $6,000 a year raise.
Somebody just texted us at 77031. My friend pays $1,400 a month for a studio apartment in Eustis, and it's underground.
Oh, my God. In Eustis?
Good
Lord.
$1,400 underground.
It's telling people, like, in this story that says, hey, man, make sure you read your lease, because, like, these laws can't be like, they're not breaking the law because they're circumventing this whole cap idea. And you got to make sure you're paying attention to it, because if you sign that lease, you're bound to it.
Crazy.
It is kind of crazy. All right, 407-916-1040. I don't know anybody that's in a situation I don't know anybody that lives in a community where they combine the. Now, we've heard that power companies will what's that word, Jack? When they estimate the bill.
Oh yeah.
They'll estimate the bill. And they'll just go, okay, well, the average this time of year is this, so everybody's just going to pay $350 or whatever, right? But that's not the same as what they're talking about
because
here.
I think that comes out in the wash. I think when they eventually do the meter read, then they determine whether you're over or under, and they'll make up the difference. Donna Texan, she says her FPL is separate from her rent. However, she is charged in her rent for electricity that runs the building's lights and fans. She said it's a small charge, but it's like that communal fee for the infrastructure for the building, independent of what she uses in her apartment.
Right. So you pay for the power that you use inside the walls of your apartment.
Right.
But you also pay another fee for the lights that do the parking lot, the lights for the tennis court, maybe the pool pump.
Hey, that stuff ain't free?
No, it's not.
Let's go.
But isn't that supposed to be built into the rent so you cover that? Why should that be an extra charge?
At one point it was, but now they realize, we can add that charge.
It's kind of like, when were students ever asked to bring in Clorox wipes for the classroom?
Oh, exactly,
It used to just be the stuff you needed for your school year. You didn't have to also equip the cleaning closet, but now it's just an accepted part of the school supply list.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We do have our question of the day up right now at JimColbertLive.com. If you're on the YouTube page, you can go in there and check that out. We have it posted, and the reason why is we're talking about it next. We'll do that right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic stop and go through the city due to an accident eastbound on I-4 at State Road 408. 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic's backed up from OVT. I-4 westbound still stop and go through Lake Mary due to that accident before State Road 434. That's still getting cleared up off to the shoulder. Expect to pump the brakes on I-4 westbound from World Drive all the way into Champions Gate. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Man, the real estate market trends are a very local thing. Market conditions and trends will vary greatly from one area to another. That's why it's super important not to pay attention to national headlines when it comes to buying or selling a home right here in Central Florida. What do I mean by that? Well, buying or selling a home in Central Florida and Orlando is way different than doing it in, let's say, Alabama, maybe Birmingham even. And the reason why is because this is a very popular part of the U.S. to live in. You need the pros at the Nickley Group to make sure that you are getting the maximum value if you're selling your home. And you've got the right guys, because they do get about 6% more on average for their listings than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. That's what they can do for you there. And if you're buying a home, welcome to Central Florida, first things first. Secondly, if you need a home that's waterfront, you need 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, you need 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. These guys will scour all of Orlando to find the house that checks off all the boxes for you and your family. They do this every day, and you can take advantage of the VIP program as well, which is free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and an early access program that can get you into off-market properties before they get listed. It's like a cheat code. Guys, they even have a guaranteed cash offer program. That means there are no showings, no open houses, none of that. And you can close that deal in as little as 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
presented by Capital One
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
We all love the idea of whiter teeth. The sensitivity that can come from whitening treatment, not so much. Sensodyne Clinical White actively whitens your teeth without the wince. Try Sensodyne Clinical White today. Proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges, no monthly fees. iHeartRadio is different. It's 100% free. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
At Rental World, we've proudly served the Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators to stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete saws and more. For a limited time, Steel battery products are on sale to celebrate 100 years of Steel. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Faster than your phone charging. Faster than your lunch break. Faster than your commute. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Training camp is open. The countdown to kickoff is on.
And it's time to get in the game.
iHeartRadio is the official home of the NFL Podcast Network.
We're obviously incredibly excited if you just want to talk about defense.
Get the insight before it's a headline with NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
Thank you to Sean McVay.
Chasing a fantasy title, the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast helps you draft like a genius.
And hopefully it helps you guys out the most.
This
is what football sounds like.
Download the iHeartRadio app, search NFL, and press play.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
On Lynyrd Skynyrd's first album, Pronounced, Freebird is most certainly in the last song on the first side, I believe. But on the Gold and Platinum album, it is one of the first songs.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's about compression. Love the show. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, buddy.
Good
after Morning Colbert Guru. Okay, good and bad news. Unfortunately, me and Swilly will not be attending this year's poker tournament.
Aww.
He has been in a full leg cast for over a month with a broken knee and just got out of that cast today, so great for him. But on another note, Jimmy, I just started a job in security, and my boss was telling me, you got to watch The Yard and you got to watch The Office, and honestly, I'm about 6 seasons in, and I don't get what the show has to do with security. That's bad. Give me a call. Lost your number.
That's funny, buddy. Good job. Just for the record on that Freebird thing, what I said earlier, this happens a lot when I had to get somebody earlier, like, well, you shouldn't say this. I'm like, well, I didn't say that. I asked the question, do air traffic controllers need a college degree? He's like, don't tell people out there that people don't need a college degree. I didn't say that. I asked the question, do people need that? Same type of thing happens. With this record, they might not have thought Freebird was going to be a big song. You got to remember, it's what the producers and the people believe is going to be the biggest songs when they put them on the record. That's what they thought. That's what I read today a number of times, actually, that, as you're putting an album together, and how many times have we heard this from artists? Like, we put the album together, we had no idea that this song was going to be a big hit. It was like the 5th song on the album.
Isn't that the same deal with Fleetwood Mac and Landslide?
Is that what it was?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, there are a number of them like that. There's so many great stories in rock and roll about that stuff happening. Like I just read the story about Van Halen when they wrote Jump. Eddie wrote that song and he presented it to the band, and David Lee Roth hated it. Matter of fact, that it gets a little credit for breaking the band up.
Oh, wow.
Because he did not want synthesizers in his rock band.
Oh, his rock band.
But it turned out that, his brother, Alex Van Halen, and the bass player, Michael Anthony, loved the song. They made a demo, played it for the producer, and they put the song in. It was their only #1 hit. And David Lee Roth hated it. And he left the band because of it, really.
That was a big change for that, for their sound.
Never had a synthesizer before.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi.
All right, our question of the day today, if you want to hop in there for the last few minutes, is would you pay or would you accept pay? Would you enter a program where your county or government paid you to use less water?
Yes.
All right. Would you?
Only because I have my hesitation because I was once on those power saving things where the power company could decide, and I right after that I was like, yeah, screw this.
Yeah, I did that same power thing because we wound up saving a lot of money. But you're right, they regulate how hot your water can get in your water heater,
and when your AC can kick on.
When your AC can kick on, how long it can stay on.
Exactly. And for someone at the time working mornings, I would be home in the afternoon when most power companies would think it's the best time to increase the temperature in your home, but that would be when I was home and it would be the most uncomfortable.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'm not home at those times, so I'm all for it.
Right. Well, this is actually a program to alleviate the issue over the Colorado River.
Oh, man.
Because let me tell you
that's a big problem.
It's getting really scary. Like if you're out there by the Salt Lake and Utah and Colorado, like what is it, 7 states fighting over what little water remains?
Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, New Mexico, all vying for this water. So what they've done is, and this is a program they started a little while ago, and the reason why they're starting it residentially is because there's a pact that they came to that ends coming up in 2027. So they're trying to get the framework of this kind of idea into people's minds to have them go, hey, look, we're going to go to these residential people, we're going to offer them money to save water. Like, hey, look, if you use less than this per month or whatever, we'll bonus you $75, $100, whatever the case may be. They started with farmers offering them a certain amount of money per acre that they would not water, and it actually worked out quite well. The farmers learned how to use less water, or they switched crops that required less water, and it actually worked. They saved quite a bit of water, but it is going to be happening in 2027 in some of those states where the governments will pay them to stop using so much water. We have a well. But we use the well to irrigate, but we use water from the city for the house.
Now, I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, that are you allowed to collect rainwater?
Why couldn't you?
I don't know. I'd heard or seen that, well, no, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, for irrigation purposes?
I would imagine that you wouldn't be allowed to use it for cooking or bathing or something where you could get sick.
Yeah, you don't want to do that for sure.
You have to treat it, and people do that. We talked about this a while back. I remember someone saying they had this whole cistern set up where they filter the water and stuff. They kind of rely on that.
That is how my mother, grew up, because you rely on rainwater on an island because you can't count on the water that comes from the mainland. Someone spitting on you would actually have more force.
Right.
So you have to have a cistern, and you realize when you're in a community of people who are like, man, it hasn't rained, and everyone's looking at their cisterns, wondering like, oh, what are we going to do if it doesn't rain and fill up the cisterns?
Well, that's why they bailed on Alcatraz. Remember, that's why the government shut Alcatraz down, because they had to import all the water, and it's a giant rock.
Look at what's happening with Puerto Rico right now. You've got 48-hour water rationing going on. They're bringing in water trucks from the States.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, because it's been so bone dry, the reservoirs have dried up. So now Puerto Rico is trucking in water, and residents are on an off again, on again schedule when it comes to bathing, drinking, and cooking.
I know Lake Powell and Lake Mead are at historic lows.
So scary.
Yeah, they're close to Deadpool status. You know that?
Yeah, they really are.
That's crazy, dude. Again, we were talking about the El Nino. Was it Tuesday with Amy?
Yesterday.
Amy Sweezy? Yeah. Yesterday with Amy. And she was like, well, there is no super El Nino. But I got to tell you, man, I hope that regular really strong El Nino comes quick, because we need rain, man. We need, out west we need it. I don't know how it's going to affect the people out west, but I know here it's supposed to be pretty rainy.
I guess out west it's supposed to leave things pretty dry. And what makes this really scary is that, out of those 7 states, the state that needs the most water is California, because that's our biggest agricultural producing state
by
in
a
the
billion.
country.
Yeah.
They have a GDP greater than a lot of smaller countries. So just the agriculture alone in the state of California and those water needs makes living out west kind of scary right now.
I want a rain barrel.
Yes, a rain barrel.
I want one.
Now, what are you going to do with it?
Put it underneath your gutters.
What are you going to do with the water?
For landscape gardening.
Yeah.
Just the outside water stuff, so I'm not running water. So
you're going to create a little pump system for that?
In my where I live, the water comes in, it branches off.
Right.
One is for irrigation, one goes inside the house. There's a meter on each.
Yeah, and you're not paying for sewer on one, right?
Right, and that's the only difference. It's the same exact water that waters my lawn, that goes into my house. There's no difference in the water, but the one that goes into the house, you pay, they add sewer and all the other stuff.
Sure.
It is so much more expensive.
Yeah.
Which stinks, because it's the spigot for the hose is actually on the house water.
Right.
So if you use your hose, you're paying the sewer on the stuff you're spraying on your lawn and stuff.
Exactly.
So that's why I put the spigot on my zone 2, and I just turn on the sprinkler system.
Get rid of that yard and start growing your own food.
I got to tell you something, guys. We installed, when we bought this place, we thought we were going to wind up flipping this house. We're not 100% sure that's what's going to happen in the near future. We're probably going to keep it for a while. So we installed a pretty nice yard in the front yard, zoysia grass, the whole 9 yards. But we have a pump. We have a well pump that pulls that from their aquifer, and we still only use it, once, twice a week. I think. What's the limit we're supposed to do?
I think it's once right now.
Is it really?
No, right now it's twice. It's twice in the summer at say like when we turn the clocks back, then it goes to once. And I don't know if that's true for every municipality. I know where I live, that is the case.
It does it at daylight. And by the way, I'm not pulling water from the city. It's a well.
Right.
So.
And that may be different because our county was under the water restrictions when the drought was so bad, and they had reduced, again, because they were telling city fountains, you can only be on an hour a day. Restaurants, you can't give free water unless a customer requests it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but because you are on a well, I think the rules for you are different.
And I think depending on what county or what city you live in, like when we built our pool in this last house, when we went to fill it up, you have to let them know you're doing that, because if not, you'll get charged for those 10,000, 15, whatever, it's 12,000 gallons of water. They will charge you for the sewer on that. You don't even want to see that bill. It's expensive already. A lot of people actually, instead of using the county's water or the city's water, they will hire a water truck to come in and put water in their pool because it's way cheaper.
Speaking of water truck, you can imagine what it would be like living on Puerto Rico, wondering when you can get a glass of water, when your grandmother can get her dialysis. But right over the fence is that great big beautiful pool that hotel still has full, full of tourists. They're not shutting off the water there.
Well, look at sometimes when you get I don't know how available this information is, but the water usage for golf courses.
Oh, man, they're so bad.
Crazy.
It is so bad.
It's not good.
Yeah.
There was a few years back when this whole idea of watering courses and how much it costs and things of that nature, when this came up, there were a number of people who kind of came up with the idea of just making them all artificial turf, because there's some super high quality artificial turfs out there that you could put in a golf course and it would always stay that way. But the problem is that stuff is grossly expensive.
Well, not only that, it would break down and end up getting into the soil and the aquifer.
We just saw that with the World Cup, because World Cup, it always had to be on natural grass.
Right.
And they didn't like playing professional soccer on artificial turf. But I noticed, they're playing in Dallas's stadium. That's a dome. Or even in Atlanta, it's closed, but the top opens.
Yeah.
But still, it was artificial turf. But it's a hybrid now.
Right, they can roll that entire field out, right? So it can get sun and water naturally if it has to.
I don't know if they move the field. I know it's a hybrid where it's part synthetic but part real grass.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. But it's a better product quality wise for them to use for sporting purposes.
Yeah, and we not put this yard in, we put in. We were going with a zero. What's it called?
Xeriscape.
Yeah, Xeriscape, which it's desert kind of look with some stones and things of that nature. A lot of that. What's the grass? What's it called?
Fountain grass.
Yeah, the fountain grass. Exactly.
Grass, yeah.
Yeah. So that way you can still make it look nice. We have already big agave plants in the front yard as it is, and it just kind of cut down the impression we make with the water. But we didn't
give you that Southwest feel.
I'm telling you.
But the house doesn't really have that vibe, so that didn't work there either. But we just wanted to use as little water as possible.
I got a spot in my lawn. It's like my neighbor even goes. He goes, 1 pallet of grass, you could fix that. I've done 3 lawns at this house. I am not putting another one down.
Now let me ask you a question.
It's Darwinism now.
Do you pay to have it treated?
No.
Well, that's the problem. You can't buy new sod and then just go, okay, I hope it works. I mean, you have to pay to have that stuff treated. You got to hire a company.
Down in April and October.
You don't know anything about it.
I know a lot about it.
You know nothing about it.
I know I use the 0600710.
You know what I know?
010.
What I know is you've bought 3 lawns.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Well, that's why I bought 2 St. Augustines, and then the last time I did, I'll do Empire Zoysia.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, you also replaced quite a pretty penny worth of plants you'd planted.
Oh, yeah, but that was because of a freeze, not because of not knowledge.
I'm with you, Jack. Keep the chemicals off your lawn.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Deb, news?
Yeah, Benjamin Crump announces a lawsuit against the Orlando Police Department, but don't worry, it's not for a lot of money.
Okay.
The Osceola County School Board's new plan to catch those who illegally pass buses, and a Port St. Lucie man is being called a hero. We'll tell you why and more next during You Heard It Here First.
You got to take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Tracking a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms as we head through the rest of the evening. But boy, that heat is really the main story, not just today, but through the rest of the work week. Tomorrow and Friday, we are both going to be seeing temperatures in the mid and upper 90s all across the region, with more scattered storms on tap through the afternoon and evening. We dry out and turn those temperatures even warmer for the weekend ahead.
This report is sponsored by Advanced Air Home Service. One call solves it all.
Dispatch, this is Mindy, Advanced Air Home Services.
Coming to terms with a dying AC unit is tough. If you need to replace your AC, visit AdvancedAirandHeat.com to schedule your free estimate. Advanced Air Home Services. License CAC 1820806. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
That's Elena's family group chat. Someone's always sending a blessing
or starting a poll about the baby shower theme at midnight.
With Real Unlimited from Total Wireless, she's always in the loop, whether she wants to be or not. Switch to Total Wireless Total Starter Plan or higher and get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G on us. And from now until September 1st, get free activation by skipping the access charge. Go to your local Total Wireless store today. Total Wireless, your own Real Unlimited.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a fourth-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET.
Yay, yay!
Sell your home stress-free this summer with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, it's Jack, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate eliminate all the stress for the home seller?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com and find out what your guaranteed offer will be. There is no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Hey, boys and girls, our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. So looking ahead tomorrow on Real Radio, Monsters will get you going on this back-to-school week for our Central Florida area. Make sure you tune in and check out what they are up to. And when it comes time for you to look ahead for what's best for you and your family in the world of estate planning, wills, trusts, you can trust Ray Trenley and his team at TK Law. 2 offices, one in DeLand, one in Altamont Springs, but online at onefirmforlife.com.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group. It's time for a talkback purge on the Jim Colbert Show.
Most golf courses don't use public drinking water. They use reclaimed water that is not suitable for drinking. In fact, most of them are under contract to take so many hundreds of thousands of gallons off the system so that they don't have to purify it all the way into drinking water. They're using water that would otherwise have to be cleaned. So golf courses are really doing a great thing.
Oh, very nice. Did not know that.
Okay, Big Golf.
Yeah, it's going to say.
I like that guy.
Where it's illegal to collect rainwater. The guy that most likely comes up when you search that, he dammed up a river multiple times and had acres of man-made lake that he did, which collected and actually diverted a lot of water. That's why he got arrested.
Didn't know that either. Smartest crew.
I know.
Okay, on the topic of the meats and the diaper that they put in on the meat.
Yeah.
Jim Bob back again, meat cutter. Hey man, yeah, so the tray and those we call them diapers, that soaker pad that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That all gets teared out and the state comes in probably 2 times a year to check your packages to make sure that you're not charging your customer for them packages. At most places. Really depends on where you're working.
Yeah. I bet. Thanks, though.
Here's an oldie but a goodie.
Good afternoon, the Jim Colbert Show, Prince of the Islands. Jimmy, I took my first Waymo ride, and let me tell you, it was murder. It couldn't pick up the correct place. From Top Road 333 to Fonteno to Mall, 7-minute ride. Took me 45 minutes. It went all the way down Sand Lake Road, across Culture Lake Drive, all the way back, and then tried to drop me off on the opposite side. And then it came out at 2 weeks of blown and blocked traffic. And then didn't even drop me at the drop.
Wow.
He's still talking.
Yeah, it didn't drop you at the end of the sentence.
Oh.
AMP, we owe you the very best prices. That's take 2.
Jimmy and crew, love your show.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, I just went to a Trader Joe's for the first time.
Oh, good stuff.
And I got to tell you, I'm super impressed.
Yeah.
They have a lot of great products. It's a smaller store, but I found everything I needed and some really exciting new finds that you won't find anywhere else. And plus, they have some of the best ice cold sodas that you can ever want to try there.
Shut your mouth.
Good stuff, Jimmy.
You shut your mouth.
And finally.
Ooh, total eclipse of the farm.
Some people.
I take back the smartest listener. I take that back immediately.
Well, that's why how you end up on the purge.
That's right.
And Trader Joe's, by the way, I guess one of their big things is their pre-made stuff that they have that you can just go in there and kind of buy and heat and eat is supposed to be amazing. Like amazing.
I wouldn't mind. I always
Trader Joe's out there where we are would be great.
Yes, and I have one where it used to be in Albertsons. They knocked it down. They put up a building. I'm like, come on, Trader Joe's, and they put in a damn LA Fitness.
Oh, the opposite of.
Then it went out of business, and I was like, yes. And a new business is coming in. I'm like, come on, Trader Joe's, and they put in an EOS gym.
Oh,
like, no,
nobody wants to work out. Shut up.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well, and Deb has, you heard it here, foist.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump is announcing a wrongful death lawsuit on behalf of Millie Ortiz on what would have been her 93rd birthday. Crump says the car in which Ortiz was a passenger entered an intersection with a green light on January 18th. Orlando police officer Andrew McEwen in a marked cruiser observed another driver make an illegal U-turn and then went after that vehicle, right? Tried to put on his lights and sirens, apparently didn't stay on real long, and Crumps talks about exact issues with that patrol car.
The investigation into Millie's death subsequently revealed that the emergency warning equipment in McEwen patrol vehicle had a documented history of recurring problems.
So the cars collided.
Rut-row,
killing Ortiz. Now Crump is seeking how much money in damages from the Orlando Police Department?
How old was she?
He announced the lawsuit today. This would have been her 93rd birthday.
$93 million.
See, the reason I asked that question is the obvious, right? Like, if you're 92
quality of life, how much life is left.
Right, type thing.
Instead of how much life she lived.
I'll go up. It's still egregious. I'll go 22 million.
Points Jack, $92 million.
Oh, my goodness.
Because she was 92 when she was killed.
Wow. That's a stinger.
Yep. All right. Osceola County is taking steps to catch those who illegally pass school buses. The school board voted yesterday to put cameras on the buses. Now, the cameras will be activated when the bus is stopped, its red lights are flashing, and its stop arms are extended.
Right.
As you can imagine, these cameras are going to use AI. However, despite that, each incident will be reviewed by an actual law enforcement individual before a ticket is issued.
Mm-hmm.
The school district and the company that makes the cameras will split the revenue. There's no word on when the cameras will be installed.
I think the era of Big Brother is...
it's been here.
I think it's upon us.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, I think it's upon us.
And then finally, a Port St. Lucie man is being called a hero after saving a woman from an oncoming train in Hobe Sound. 23-year-old Josiah Bauer.
This is the woman who was stopped on the tracks?
Saw the woman's car stuck on the tracks after the crossing gate caught the antenna of her vehicle and wouldn't let her move. So he ran over and lifted the gate, giving her just enough time to back away before the train came through. Thanks to his heroic actions, no one was hurt.
Yeah, and you see the video of it, it is crazy.
Terrifying.
Because here's the thing, man, the train just has to clip the car and it kind of pulls it into the train,
Yeah.
The way it works.
Doesn't take a lot.
It does not.
But you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah.
Sure.
Who do we have to thank today, young lady?
Well, we want to thank that mortgage guy, Don, for saucing up our Wednesdays. Thank you so much, Don. Also want to thank Emily, Alyssa, and PT Cruiser from the Central Florida Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, just in case you missed Animal House today or Scott's Call.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the podcasts have already been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Badass Bullware for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. Jack, question of the day.
Yeah, in our YouTube chat, we posed the question, would you accept pay to use less water in your home?
I think I'm going to go like 63% say they would.
Pretty close. 58% said yes.
Not bad at all. Jack, there's still room to bid on an auction on the poker tournament?
The final seat is ending shortly in just under 10 minutes, so go to realradio.fm/poker if you want to get the final seat in the tournament, and that's it. We're out after that.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah, that's all done.
Yep. Only casino passes.
Coming up tomorrow, we have Chloe G. She'll be in to tell us what's happening in Orlando this weekend. Glenn Clausman will be in for Colbert Court. Ross will join us tomorrow, and I had a little update today.
An update?
A little update today. We will have a Theater Thursday tomorrow here on the Jim Colbert Show. I've been promised.
Okay.
Since someone did not tell me they were working today until today.
And he's going to be here 4 days next week as well.
Yeah, that's awesome too, for sure. So big show coming up tomorrow. Thanks for listening today. We appreciate it as always. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I'm Jim. We follow the New Shucky. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
Well, I don't know about that.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Accidents are clearing up on I-4 westbound near State Road 434. That crash is cleared. That won't be causing you any trouble anymore. I-4 eastbound at State Road 408. That crash is